Mindset Sunday is in full effect. I think, yeah, okay. Looks like we are. Well, let's turn the phone on silent so we don't have that going off in our ear the whole time. All right. How's everybody doing? Got Mindset Sunday going on. Yeah. Facebook and YouTube is live. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, my butterflies look cute. Okay, they look good. We're trying to get the set fully figured out and all looking cute. So, how's everyone doing? I don't know how this is going to go today. I've never gone live on a Sunday, so we'll see. Whoops says, thank God I really needed you right now. Well, I'm here for you. And I'll just go ahead and say this now. Get your questions in. I don't know how long I'm going to be on today because I am going out of town tomorrow. And that's why we're doing this today on Sunday. So I don't know how long. I don't know how long we'll be here. But you never know. You know how I am. Once I start, it's hard to get stopped. Or it's hard to stop once I get going. So anywho, today briefly, I just want to speak about keeping the faith, meaning doing whatever you can daily, on the hour, every hour, all day long, whatever, to remind yourself of your power. Remind yourself that you are doing all of it. So practice on little things. Put it all over your entire life. Don't segregate your power. I'll make sure my boss lady sign shows. Don't segregate your power, and make sure you're putting your power is sprinkling it all over your life and not just limiting it to certain things like your SP or money or job or whatever. Make sure, again, it's all over the place. And yeah, because you're infinite and you're doing all of it already. You're already manifesting and creating the circumstances of your life. So let's just change the circumstances and change what we're doing. Actually, this week, tomorrow's video, I think it's tomorrow's video. This week we have a video on circumstances don't matter. And some other stuff I can't remember. Okay, let's get into the questions. Your mom asked, where did I get the butterflies? I got them on Amazon. They're cute, right? They're just like little plastic, paper, gold paper things. Angie Fernandez says, hi, Roxy. I know you have a video about that. I don't know what that is, but I don't get it. I get stuck on my mental diet, and so many amazing stuff has manifested as the last weeks. Suddenly I get the opposite of what I want. What do I do? Well, I really find it interesting that people will have part of their thing unfold and then just decide that it's not working because it's not done yet. Like, it just blows my mind sometimes. I'm like, put on both legs of your pants before you walk out the door. Like, you're putting on one leg of pants and walking out the door and wondering why everyone's looking at you weird. Like, finish putting on your pants and then we'll talk. Like, if your manifestation is not done yet, it's not done yet. Keep at it. Keep focused. And I don't know why you would take, I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird to me to take stock in it not being done yet. And like, oh, I got some of it and now nothing. Man, this doesn't work. No, you got some of it. It's working. Good. Go forth. Continue that. Stay focused and keep affirming what you want instead of deciding it's not working. It's like, it's so counterintuitive to me. Like, again, yeah, put on both legs of your pants before you walk out of the house. Let's just say that. How do we protect our manifestations around toxic families' doubts? That's so funny. I just shared a meme today. It was somebody put it in my group and I sent it to my sister. But it's like that meme where like the girl's like, she's like crying and trying to explain something to somebody. And then like the lady in the second picture is just like has the covers up to her neck and it's just like, okay. But it's like me talking about, I don't even know, transcendence and creating your life and all this other funny stuff. And it's like my family. And she's like, yeah. Anyways, memes are best when they're described. So, yeah. So, I would say, I think right there, your answers in the question, protect it. Maybe don't share it with them because sometimes they don't get it. And it makes you feel bad about what you want, or makes you feel like you can't get it. So share with them as little as possible. Make sure that no matter what they're saying, no matter what is going down in your world with them, that you're staying in the mind frame of, I don't need to worry. This is fine. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. I kind of got sidetracked in the middle of saying that. yeah, make sure that you're just you got to be in fantasy land up here. You need to placate them if you have to. Try not to join in with them if you can, and then also start viewing them differently, because you are keeping them in that vibrational pattern by saying that they don't get it and that they don't understand you and all that stuff. So start saying that they do understand you. Start saying that they appreciate it, they get it. Give them their own awakening. Visualize them or picture them or entertain in your mind them having their own awakening and them understanding law of attraction, and then coming to you and being like, wow, like this is what you've been talking about this whole time. Like, let's get deeper into it. So change the way you're looking at it. And then while you're waiting for that to unfold, again, while you're putting your pants on, don't step outside if you don't have your pants all the way on yet. What a weird analogy. While you're doing that, while the coffee's brewing, just, again, placate, be in fantasy land, let them say what they're saying, but up here you're like, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I know this is working out. Avoid it as much as possible. Make them talk about themselves. Do whatever you can to take the heat off the subject. And then also, yeah, change the way you're telling the story about them, and then let them have their own awakening and them discover law of attraction and them get it, because that'll benefit everybody. Michelle in the Facebook group. Yeah, if you haven't joined the Facebook group, Black Moon Society, the link is in the description below on YouTube. Michelle says, I'm having a hard time letting go. Can you give me any tips? I'm scared things will just stop. No, they're not going to stop. Okay, think about it like this. When you set your GPS location in your car, how many times do you set it? Just once. I don't know anybody that sets their GPS location over and over and over and over and over and over and over. We know where you're going. We know you want whatever it is you want, because you can't shut up about it, okay? So you need to back up off of this, like, I have to have it, because that's why you don't have it. Not because, like, it's like the opposite of what you think. You think backing off will make it stop, but it's like you are preventing it from happening by not backing off. So I think actually I didn't write down my videos. I kind of just like went off the whim this week, off on a whim this week for videos, so I didn't write them down. But let me see if what was I talking about? I think I have one about obsessive thoughts and path of least resistance. That's actually coming out Tuesday. Oh yeah, because it's not Monday, so there won't be a video anything tomorrow. I'm traveling and I'm not going to be doing this. Obviously, that's why we're doing it today. So Tuesday will be a video about path of least resistance, stopping obsessive thoughts, and kind of getting out of that mind frame. But you need to start putting your focus and power on other things in your life, because what you're I don't want to give too much away again, but what you're doing right now, it's like when you can't let go, you're essentially keeping the question channel open. So you're declaring and manifesting and asking and wanting and desiring and all this stuff. The question channel is open. You have to close that down so that the answer channel can open up, and then the answer or the solution channel, and that can flow to you. So you need to start letting it brew. Like, you're making your manifestation worse by not allowing it to like happen. We need to let the universe do its job. Your job is to launch your rocket of desire, send out your manifestation, send out your desire, whatever, and then show up and receive it. Anything in between is none of your business. So focus more on where your mind frame is at. Focus on the thoughts that you're actually saying in regards to the situation. Stay on top of your thoughts, flip them, redirect them, make sure that they are in line with what you want, and let the idea of it just kind of like orbit or brew. Let the coffee brew. You have to let things unfold, because you're holding on too tight and it's not going to come through. And there are videos this week to help you with that. But putting your power in other places in your life will not only distract you from the amount of time that is passing between, while you're waiting for your manifestation to come through. Hi, little baby. Oh, my sweet, sweet girl. It'll also help you build the faith, which is kind of like what the whole theme of this episode is about. But it'll help remind you that you are doing it. It'll give you evidence. You'll see so many things happening that you're like, okay, I kind of see that what I'm doing. I'm going to back off and let this happen right now. So don't put so much focus, love you, on it. And yeah, back up off of it. Let it happen. Let it brew. We know what you want. Believe me, you have launched your rocket so many damn times. They know. So step back and let them do their job, okay? Whoever they is. All right. Jackie wrote, oh, no, we already did them. Okay. Lee Jones says, self-sabotage when you're so close to the finish line. That's my question. Okay. So you know what's interesting about that is, like, it's just like working out. You know, they say the last 5 pounds are the hardest to lose or whatever. That is because when you're going through your diet, let's say you want to lose 30 pounds and you've lost 25. Well, because for the last 25 pounds, you've been eating like somebody at your starting weight diet. Like you're eating the calorie deficit for somebody, how do I say this? Trying to lose weight at your starting weight. But when you get down to like 5 pounds away from your goal weight, you need to like double down because now you need to be eating like somebody at that weight dieting. You know what I mean? So it's like you go even harder at the end. So when you get that, oh my God, my shirt is covered in cat hair. Can you guys see it? My cat, I had my drawer open. My cat was sleeping in the drawer. Okay. Anyways, when you get that close, you need to double down on it. You need to go extra hard. You need to really stay focused, keep declaring, keep your eye on the prize, and just stay in the mind frame of it. You want to get off this idea, like, the more you practice this, the more you get good at like keeping your mind where you need it to be, the less you care about when, why, how, and everything. Like when you just know that you're seeing it here, and you're seeing it there, and it's here, and it's here, and it's here, and it's here, and you're scripting every day. Scripting is so important. Oh my gosh. When you are doing that and you're just like seeing it all over the place, you're not questioning it, you're just letting it happen, you're not meddling, you stop caring about how long it's taking because you know it's working. Like, I don't need to worry about this because I know that worrying is just going to make it worse. So I'm not going to worry because I want it to happen. It's almost like you're worrying about it because you're afraid that it's not going to happen. You're thinking it's taking too long. And that's the thing that's actually keeping it away. So get more rooted in your power, guys. You're doing all of this, every single letter. You are manifesting your situation to be what it is right now. You're already manifesting it. So play what you want to, entertain it only in the way you want it to go down. And if you're not thinking of it that way, and I'm talking about every single thing in your life, catch yourself and redirect it and make sure that you're framing whatever it is that you're thinking or talking about in the way that you want to see it go down. Otherwise, don't even bother because you already are getting this. You don't even need to play it over in your mind. You're just going to keep getting what you get. If that makes sense. I am fired up today, guys. I apologize. Okay, let's go Facebook. Okay. Maz says, my SP still hasn't contacted me, and it's been over 4 weeks since we last spoke and 7 weeks since we broke up. Okay, yeah, counting down the minutes is not going to help. Should I contact him? I'm trying. Oh, that's one. Yes, thank you for reminding me. That's actually one of the episodes for this week. Friday's video is about should you go no contact. Should I contact him? I'm trying everything and know he's coming, but how do I let go? I really miss him, and I'm in such a good place now. Doesn't sound like you are in such a good place. Sorry, not trying to judge, but it's interesting that your whole message is about how you have a lack of person, how you can't decide whether you should contact him or not, which tells me that you're not in the right mind frame about him, and counting down the days, and then you end it with, but I'm in a really good place. Stay with the really good place. You definitely want to stay in that mind frame, but everything you said before that, if you were really in a good place, none of that would be said. You wouldn't take that energy and opportunity here to speak about that. And again, I'm not trying to judge. I'm just trying to point out to you what I see. So figure out what's really not good. Figure out, sometimes it's hard to say, it's hard to diagnose off of, one sentence. When I do my sessions with people, I dig into your past. I find out what it is that you think about your situation, about relationships, about people in general, about yourself, whatever, because we don't know where it's at, and it's different for every single person, because everybody's lives are different. So it's hard for me to say what it is that you have going on, but there's going to be either you're not in a good place like you say you are, and you're actually entertaining all the what ifs in a wrong way, counting down the minutes, noticing their absence, or you have serious beliefs with this person or about love in general that are like putting up a barrier in front of I don't know which one it is. I'd have to talk to you to figure it out, but start self-diagnosing. Look at what is manifesting in your situation, figure out what the patterns are, and then just kind of draw some correlations to things that you feel, things that you believe, things that you learned throughout your life, things you were told by your parents, things you experienced in other relationships. That's kind of how you find out that stuff. Okay. Okay. Love my life. I remember talking about this, and I remember you telling me that you were going to say hi. So hi, yes, and you had a great session. We had a really fun time. Hey, girl. Had a fun time talking to you. Hope you're doing well. John, oh my goodness. I just scrolled up and saw something scary. Just lots of questions. Okay. You know what, guys? I think I need an iPad so that I can have like the questions in front of me, and then I can just let these things play. So Apple, holla. Okay. Shiza, where were we? Macarena says, I'm trying to keep myself aligned and believe that I attract wealth. I'm currently unemployed and have been picky on which jobs I want to work because I want to feel passionate about it. Any tips? Yeah, change the story. You know what? Who cares if you've been picky? That's good. Something perfect is coming along for you. Start getting in the mind frame of, okay, the job is coming. Like, what would you be doing to get ready for the job if it was coming? I would start doing those things, whether it's like updating your wardrobe, updating your resume. I mean, of course, that's a given. But start going through the motions of somebody that's like about to start a new job. Change the energy from I need a job to I'm getting a job, I'm starting a new job, I need to get ready for it. If that makes sense. And change your language about it. Of course, the job's coming. Of course, you're gonna have a perfect job. It's gonna pay you more than you need. Kind of awesome. And everybody there is going to respect you and love you. You are their new favorite person. Your boss is like, oh, thank God, you are the person we've been looking for. Thank you so much for coming. This is the way we want to think about, everything really. Okay. Leslie says, hi, Roxy. My SP ended up breaking things off because he was set up in an arranged marriage. He's not officially married yet at this moment. He is engaged with a third party. I haven't had any contact with him for the past 30 days. What is your opinion? Can I change the situation? Yeah, you absolutely can. Yeah, actually you guys always ask questions that are in line with my videos for the week. This week's question or video, I have one about like circumstances don't matter. So things like cultural norms, religious things that have been in place for a long time, arranged marriages, stuff like that, where it feels completely immovable. Like there's no matter what you say for hundreds of years, it has been like this in my country or whatever, and women cannot do these things like this. So it is definitely possible because anything is possible, and it's just a circumstance that you're allowing to continue in your reality. So it's just like anything else. You have to change the story in your mind, get clear on exactly what you want to experience, what that end goal is, and then let the universe do its job. The one thing I have noticed through all of this is that if you can just, again, set your intention, launch your rocket, launch your desire, set your vibration or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Put your manifestation out and then show up and get it. If you can just do those two things, everything is just going to be boom, 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 happening for you, because the more parameters you offer, the more you worry, the more you doubt, the more you try to figure out which way it's going to come about, you're narrowing the scope severely of what the universe can do. So this is an example that I use. This is just a blanket idea, so you can kind of get where I'm going with this. But let's say that you want a relationship, and I say, okay, I just want somebody that treats me with respect, they're honest, they're monogamous, they're open, they're caring, they're kind, they rub my feet every night, whatever I decided that I need in my relationship. Then, cool, I have let's say I'm looking for a man. I have 3.5 billion options that the universe can send to me. If I add in, but he has to be over 6'3", sandy blue hair, and sandy blonde hair and blue eyes, then I'm going from 3.5 billion to I don't know, 10,000 or something. I don't know. Basically, this is just saying, when you offer parameters, when you entertain what ifs, when you try to figure out how it's going to happen by helping the universe along, well, it'd be really great if it went like this, universe, you don't trust them to do their infinite job. You are narrowing the scope of the ways it can come about. When you just say, I want this, and then nothing, and allow it to come to you, you allow the universe to bring it in the ridiculous. When things happen in the most ridiculous, I can't believe that came together like that, and they're so ridiculous, and it's just perfectly timed and perfectly orchestrated. That's what you're allowing for when you can just say, this is what I want. Take it away. Do it. When you start, again, I've said it 3, I keep going back to the same things, but so change the story, rewrite it in your mind, and then don't entertain that, what if this doesn't work? You can't afford to do that. You're too powerful to entertain anything that you don't want. So don't waste your infinite power giving the universe parameters about things that you actually don't even want to experience. So now you're launching your rocket of desire, whatever, as Abraham Hicks puts it. And then not only are you telling the universe how it should come about, but you're also telling it, and also I want it to not work out. This is the limited scope in which you can do it. And the way you're going to do it is by making me miserable and not letting me have my person. Thank you. And then you're going to show up and take that. That's what you guys are doing right now. So don't do that anymore. You stay really focused on top of this. Excuse me, I still have a little bit of junk in my lungs. I'm determined. Super Wolf Girl says, I'm determined to become a 6-star director with my business, help my grandparents retire and give them unlimited funds, and help people with this also. What is the best way to reach this desire? Just the same as everything. So what you're doing right there, I would call that, excuse me, guys. I would call that like, I don't know. I tell my clients to do a 3-year, a 1-year, and a 6-month trajectory. And these are GPS points on our map. And remember earlier, I was saying, once we set our GPS points, once we set our GPS location, you only set it once. You don't do it a bunch of times. You don't like set it and set it and set it and set it. I set it. Great. Now I'm going towards it. Okay. If that is my destination, if this is the path that I'm on, then any step that I take going forward is in alignment, then that's where I'm going. If that's where I'm headed, then if I'm going anywhere, that's where I'm going. If that makes sense. It's like a weird paradox to try to get your mind around. But like, if that's where I'm going, then if I'm going anywhere, I'm going there because that's where I'm going. Right. So I would call it, I don't know how long you expect to do all this, but I would say this is like a good 3, I'm just making something up. Fine, great, 3-year goal, cool. In 3 years, I want to be a 6-star director of my business. My grandparents are going to be retired. They have unlimited funds. And I'm also, giving to charity once a month and donating my time. Okay, great. So that means in 1 year, then I need to be, I don't know how this star thing, do you rack them up? Do you got to have like, you get them? So I don't know. I'm just going to make this up because I really don't know what I'm talking about. So let's say we're a 4-star director in a year, and grandparents, we have a retirement plan set for them. We have a fund going. We're putting money into it, and we are regularly donating to charity maybe once every 3 months or something like that. Okay. So then that means that in 6 months, I need to have, like, I'm just making this up, but you just kind of work backwards. I need to have 3 of my stars, or I need to be working on advancing in my job, and I'm starting an account for grandparents. We were putting money into it, even if it's $20 a month, we're still putting money into it. And I am looking into charities that I might like, or we're giving $5 here and there to GoFundMe's, whatever you want. You just kind of like work your way back. And now we have this 6-month, 1 year, 3-year goal. These are GPS points on our map. These let us know where we're headed. So now we kind of can like, okay, when we were talking earlier about like, I'm afraid to let my manifestation go. Like, what if they forget? No, we're not forgetting, because now our GPS points are set. We don't forget. If I'm driving to New York, I set my GPS once and then I start going where my car tells me to go. I'm not going to just like, Texas sounds nice. And then like, wait, why am I in Texas? I thought I was going to New York. No, if I'm going to New York, I'm staying on that path until I get there. And then if I like it, cool, let's hang out in New York. Let's make this better. If I don't, where else are we going to go? Always, always, always bigger, better next. Okay. So, so when you have these GPS points, now you have destination, you have a compass. Your compass can now direct you. Now we know that if I'm going that way and I'm only seeing myself in 3 years, it's so abstract to think of yourself in 3 years anyways, that if you just give yourself like one, I'm going to be doing this thing, having my 6 stars, having grandma and grandpa doing their thing, and donating to charity. Most of us don't even have a 1 month goal, or let alone anything like that. So you're probably not going to have another 3-year goal. So it's easy to keep that in mind, because there's not really anything else opposing it. Like when I say I can't see myself doing anything else, it's just because there's literally like, there's nothing else up there. I haven't even like I barely thought about my 3-year, even though I know where I'm going. I haven't like gotten really deep in there, but there's nothing else there. So that's where I have to end up. That's where I'm going, and that's just where I'm going. I don't know how I could end up anywhere else, because I can't even think I can't even fathom something else besides that. So get your goals in line. And then once you're going, cool. Now we're going. And now we just take steps forward, and we just keep doing things that help us unfold on this path, that help us step into that role. So if I'm going to be in 6 months, maybe working on getting a promotion in my work, then right now I'm going to be working my ass off. Right now I'm going to be setting a good example for the rest of my team. Right now I'm going to be helping grandma and grandpa around the house, or whatever. figure out where you're going, and then just start taking steps. Like 6-month me, what is 6-month me doing about this right now? What does 3-year me think about this situation right now? And also what this does is this gives us so now we know if anything comes into our world that doesn't align with this, that's not on this path, none of our business. That's team blue shirt. Remember, that's not team pink shirt. So we just keep going. We ignore and keep affirming. And so that way that anything that happens to us, who cares? That's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, whatever, like, it's not going to change where I'm going again, because I just don't even have anything else up there. So that's still going to happen. I'm going in that direction. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know how it's going to end up, but I know where I'm headed. So that's all I need to know, because I just keep taking steps forward on this path and doing what I think that me would do about situations. We'll see what happens. We'll see. You guys are doing it with me. We'll see where we end up. Okay. I think we're on Facebook turn. Yeah, Facebook turn. Saloni says, so blessed to have found you. Just the right time. You changed my mindset. Have felt so aligned. Yes, that's so awesome. Glad to be part of your journey. Sherry says, scripting every night has helped my mindset every day. Thank you. Scripting is incredible. I accidentally didn't script for 2 nights in a row, and it was noticeable. And then I started back up, and then everything is back to normal again. To the point where it's almost ridiculous. I almost don't, it's almost too, I'm almost I don't even believe it. I'm just really, is it just because I'm if I write it in my scripting book, it's going to come true because I didn't script it did. I don't know, but it's almost embarrassingly accurate and weird. So definitely script. The way I look at scripting is remember we were just talking about the 3-year, the 1-year, and 6-month goal. That is the water of your ocean, okay? And where you're at, let me back up. The story, your story in your mind is the ocean, okay, or the water that you're on. It can be choppy waters, it can be still waters, it can be shallow, deep, it can be anything, okay? And that's why when I said, your 3-year, 1-year, whatever, that's your water. It's because it's whatever's playing in your mind. So for me, that's what's playing in my mind is where I'm going. So that's the water I'm on. And the water I'm on is, whatever, successful business, abundance, all of the things that I'm manifesting for myself. Now, scripting are the oars. Scripting is just this subtle propelling, what's the word I want to use? Propulsion? You know what I'm trying to say? Whatever the conjugation of that verb is, propelling me through the water. So the oars are the forward momentum. The scripting is the forward momentum. So I know the water that I'm in because I'm describing what my life is like, but the scripting is the story is unfolding as I write it. Every single night, my story unfolds exactly the way that I'm writing it. So it's just, you guys know me. I don't know why I see in these these images. That's just what the universe gives me, or whoever, I don't know who's behind there doing these things, but the man behind the curtain is just showing me all these weird analogies all the time. So yeah, the scripting is the oars. It moves you forward through the waters of your journey or your situation. If that makes sense. That might be really abstract, guys. That's a new one. Okay. Emmer says, hi, Roxy. I struggle with having friends. I feel lonely. What can I do? I totally can relate. I had a ton of friends in Denver. And then when I moved to California, I didn't have the same roots. And even though I'm from here, I have family and stuff. I really only have a couple friends here, literally a couple friends. And it's very weird to have no social outlet. So probably why I like doing this stuff so much. I get to not that I don't have friends. It's just where I live is I live in LA, but I'm by the beach. There's not a lot of the people that I do know in LA. Most of them live in LA, downtown or in Hollywood. And I don't like going out there. It's just too much, too crowded. I live by the beach. It's a little more calm. And so I do have friends from the jobs that I worked when I was working in jobs, but, it's not people that I hang out with all the time, and I'm always working too. So I definitely get where you're coming from, but I just tell myself, people are always inviting me. They always love to have me. I'm the life of the party. They love when I walk in the room. I mean, I should tell myself this stuff more often, but things are happening and things are progressing. And, I feel like I'm getting invited to more things, because it's hard when you don't leave the house. Who's going to invite me somewhere when they don't ever see me anywhere? How would they know to invite me? I never leave. So, So more things are happening, more things are unfolding. Actually, tomorrow we're going on a trip with my best friend and her family. And then it's her birthday, my best friend's birthday, and then yesterday was my husband's birthday. So a little birthday trip. And so yeah, and that's something I've been wanting to do for years since moving to California. So we're finally going to Big Bear in the mountains. And it's because I'm fostering new ideas about it. People do want to hang out with me. They reach out to me all the time. They're always inviting me to stuff. I enjoy going out, which is a hard one because sometimes I don't. So that kind of contradicts it. But just change the idea. You want to just start telling yourself that people love having you around. When you walk in the room, they're like, yes, she's here, our favorite person. You know, like you add so much value to the friend group. Whatever you want to experience, change the waters that you're sailing on, okay? Because right now you're sailing on lonely waters, alone, nobody wants to be around me waters. And those aren't very fun waters. So let's go to some like Caribbean cruise waters, okay? And start changing the narrative and then start scripting. Use that to propel you through those waters. Okay. Victoria says, hi, can you advise me on this? I know what I want and I love myself, but even though I follow this, I don't feel like that. And I feel like this is preventing me from actually manifesting my dreams. I know what I want and love myself, but even though I follow this, I don't feel like that. And I feel like you got to start brainwashing yourself. At first, anything is awkward and weird and uncomfortable and doesn't feel right when you first start doing it. But then the more you do it, the easier it gets, that your brain takes over, it turns into second nature, and you just like, oh yeah, okay, this is fine. So you need to start. It's interesting, you say you love yourself, but you don't know how to love yourself, is what I'm getting at. So start allowing yourself to just like take some of the, I want you guys to start doing some experiments and start sending out intentions and not offering like anything. And this is going to be in the videos from this week too. But like one thing I've noticed with all of my instant manifestations, things that have come about in like less than a minute or have come true, like fleeting thoughts that just came true. What they all have in common is that once I set the intentions, when I had the thought about it, like it was like my whole being was on pause for 5 seconds. Like nothing happened. No movements, no brain, no how, no this, no I'm gonna, no nothing. It was just like this. And then that's like enough time to, something shiny to distract you. So start practicing doing that and step into your power, understand it, learn how it works. I say this analogy a lot, but like in superhero movies or Harry Potter, when they first get their powers, in the very beginning, they don't know how to control it, and they're just like spraying it all over the place, and it's just like everything's happening all crazy. And then once like Harry Potter gets his wand, Cyclops gets his glasses, they are able to like direct it and like laser beam, target focus, whatever it is they're doing. So start practicing. You have this power, so deal with it. That's the way I feel about it. Like, you were given a responsibility, so step up to the plate. Now you know about it. You don't have any excuse to not do it. This is on you. So learn how to use it. Learn how to harness that power. Pay attention to what works and what doesn't. Keep your mind tight. Stay on top of those thoughts. It needs to be more important for you to get where you're going, to get to your 3-year, 1-year, 6-month goal, than it is for you to soak up your current feelings or co-sign whatever you got going on. So stay focused. Let yourself have it. Everybody has this power. You're not special. Sorry, we all have this power, so use it. Stop deciding, oh, can I have it? No, stop. No, yes, you can. Can you match up to it in here? Great, then you can have it. It's all you need to do. It's literally all you need to do. You don't have to be good enough, smart enough, rich enough, poor enough, cute, ugly, fat, whatever. No. Can you lock in on what you want and only entertain thoughts that the way you want it to go? Then you can have anything in the world that you want, okay? It's literally that easy. So stay on top of it. Make it important. Be responsible. Be the responsible one here. You're not your brain. You are more than your brain. You're controlling the brain. So be on top of it, okay? And what do we got here? Callie Sweet says, son of a gun. What do you do if someone seems fixed? Like their personality is fixed. They just don't change no matter what you do. I can easily change other people. They're a certain person. That's harder. How do you guys know my friggin' video topics? Like literally I talk about that exact thing this week. It's so, well, of course, no, it's not weird. We're manifesting, guys. We're very connected. And clearly the second I start making my videos, all the ideas come into your guys' heads. So, I don't want to give too much away again. I think that's Wednesday's video, but just think about it like this, okay? Maybe they are fixed. Maybe they are fixed. Maybe people can't change, okay? Good. That's great, because all I need to do is select a new one. I don't have time to try to change you. I don't have time to get you on board with what I'm thinking. I'm just going to lock in on the one of you, the version of you that's already thinking what I'm thinking. I'm going to lock in on the version of you that agrees with what I'm thinking already, so I don't have to do that much work. It's easy. So if they are fixed, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because we're not trying to change them or manipulate them anyways. We don't want them, we're not trying to force them to think or feel anything. No, I just want the one of you that already feels like that, so I don't have to do any work. Yeah. So, and then also change that idea. It's easy for other people, but not this person. That in itself is going to prevent you from being able to do anything about it. So work on both ends of that. Actress Harshfield says, I truly feel like my SP is already with me. Like I don't need to constantly apply the techniques. I am truly content just thinking about it because it feels like it's already mine. This is a good sign. Exactly. So right now the waters that you are on, just like I was talking earlier, you are on calm, deep, luscious relationship waters. So just keep your oars moving. Just let your oars propel you forward through those nice waters. And you're doing just that. All you need to do is here's what's happening, guys. The reason why things are showing up the way you don't want to is because you're entertaining all kinds of fucked up things you don't want to experience. You're entertaining a third party. What if this? What if that? What if they don't like me? What if that is what's manifesting? So only entertain it. What if they're buying me flowers right now? What if they want to marry me? What if I'm the best person they've ever met before? If you want to if you want to spiral, go in that direction. But it's what you entertain. It's the way you play it out in your mind. The things that you go over and over and over on, that you're adding to the probability of that coming about. So that's why I'm only going to play things the way I want them to show up. And if they don't show up that way, then I'm not done yet. And I'm not going to be like, oh, it's not working. Sorry. After so many, that's how they sound. No offense. I love you guys. Okay. Yeah. So let's go back to Facebook. Matt says, I'm definitely not in a very good place. I've been trying to get my SP back, but after seeing nothing change for months, I'm starting to think I should just give up. Well, starting to give up might be a good thing for you, because if you're trying too hard, you're just pushing it away. So let go of the reins a little bit, let the universe do its job. And remember, your job as a human being, this world, okay, we don't know why, and I don't know how. None of the smartest people even understand why or how this is how this world behaves. It just does. They don't know what it is, but they can measure it, okay? So they measure it, and this is how it behaves. If you're a human being on planet Earth, your consciousness and awareness makes the world happen in front of you, okay? So that's all. The only requirement you need to get what you want is to be a human being. Guess what? You passed the test, okay? So only give up. Yeah, back up off of it a little bit. Let the universe do its job. Your job as a human is to launch your desire. I'm with my person. They love me. They're happy we're together. This is a great relationship. We work so well together. We fulfill each other. We understand each other. We fulfill each other's needs. I think I said that already. We make each other better. We have the best bond. It's comfortable. It's relaxing. It's honest. It's open. It's free, but it's also stable. Whatever the hell you want. And stop saying things aren't changing, because you don't know what the hell's going on behind the scenes. You don't know what kind of parameters you have offered. So now that the universe can only work in certain ways. So like, for example, I had someone in the specific person workshop the other day, and their person lives in another country. And they were like, well, I don't even know how this is going to happen, because they don't even want to leave. They don't want to leave their country. They don't want to leave their family. This is another one of those like immovable like ideas we were talking about earlier that I'm addressing this week in the videos. But okay, fine. The version of you that you've been, or the version of them that you've been selecting maybe doesn't want to move. Okay, fine. But we're not interested in that one. We want to only lock in on and entertain the one that has already been thinking about moving and wants to live abroad and wants to explore the world. And guess who they want to be their tour guide? You, okay? So so let me go back to this example of this person. This person thinking that the other person had to, let's say that, okay, how are they going to move? Well, their parents live there. They don't want to leave their parents, and the parents aren't going anywhere until a little brother graduates high school. And that's not going to be for another 3 years. So I can't even fathom this happening within anything but 3 years. And I don't want to wait that long. And I said, well, why tell the universe that that's the channel it has to go through? That's severely narrowing the scope. Okay. How about I just want the version of them that already wants to move here, or the version of them that already wants to be with me. Take it away, universe. Now, you don't know what needs to be go on behind the scenes for that person to make this start happening, for that person to reach back out to you. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So for you to take stock and say, it's not working, I don't want to do it anymore. Well, that's where your manifestation is. So stay focused on what you want. Only entertain the way you want it to come about. And if you catch yourself not doing that, redirect it and flip it back. What am I saying? Of course they want to be with me. She already wants to be with me. She's trying to figure out how to make our lives work together. She can't stop thinking about how this is the right situation for her. Whatever, okay? Or him or they, sorry. I don't mean to assume anyone's gender. Where are we at? Holly says, I think we just answered the same question. I feel like I tried to manifest my SP for so long with no results. I want to start all over again. Where do I start? I know I can do it. I just feel stuck with way too much information about law of attraction. Yeah, I understand that. Listen, just try this, okay? Literally I say take 30 days, but whatever, you suspend logic, disbelief, and self-criticism and doubt. Let yourself just say, you know what, if this is how this world works, if this is how energy behaves, and I'm a body of energy operating within this larger field of energy, and this is what science says it does, let me just go along with it and see what happens, okay? So I'm not going to offer any other ideas about what's coming through for me, because I don't want to taint the waters. I want to be in beautiful relationship waters and nothing else, okay? So declare what you're doing, visualize it only the way you want. Select that version of them that wants what you want, that already feels the way about you that you want them to feel. Don't entertain this one that doesn't anymore. We don't need them anymore. They're done. That's old news, okay? We're only focusing on this one over here that wants you already, and just keep locked in on that, and then let it unfold however it unfolds, however long it takes, okay? Don't meddle with it. Just what I mean by that is don't take stock in the absence of it. Don't tell yourself it's not happening. Don't worry. Don't try to tell the universe how to do it. Just let it unfold, okay? Because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes that you can't see yet. Because it could be all the strings could be coming together and you're like, it's not working. And then it's like, hey guys, we're not working anymore. Everybody can go home. It's not working anymore. That's kind of what you're doing. Okay. So Maya says, hi, Roxy, how to manifest my biological mother. Wow. Okay, so first things first, I would say, obviously, I don't know if you've gone on Ancestry or 23andMe. I would say definitely do both of those. I found my dad's long lost father in like 20 minutes, and it was bizarre too. Like I just wanted to find out what my ethnicity was fully, and ended up finding my dad's father and a whole 4 siblings we didn't know about, kid, like crazy. So obviously do that. And then just start saying, wow, I found my mom. Mom, I found you. Like, start changing the narrative. I'm far, or if you can't get there, I'm finding her. I'm every single day, I'm closer and closer. Every single day I'm finding her. Oh my God, I think I found her. Holy shit, did I find her? You want to go like this on loops all the time. Put it into your scripting, and change the want, the need, to it's happening, it's already done, it's already in motion, because it is. So you just need to get out of the way. Not that you're in the way or anything, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, let's see. Angela says, how do you remain confident on reframing things with SP and restarting contact with them after needing time to readjust and refocus on myself after other manifestation happened with SP? Sorry, that was like mind melting. How do you remain confident on reframing things with SP? I'm going to break these down. How do you remain confident on reframing things with SP? You just do it. You just have to do it over and over and over and over and over again. How do you maintain your teeth? You brush your teeth and you floss every single day. Okay. So keep going. Don't stop just because it's not done yet. Like that's, again, like why would you put on one leg of pants and walk outside the house and complain about your ass cheeks being cold? Okay. restarting contact with them after needing time to readjust and refocus on myself after other manifestation happen. I don't know the rest. I don't know. It's so vague. I do have a video about, I think I already said that, the contact thing coming out this week. You just got to feel it. Like if you feel good about it, then contact them. If you don't, if you need a response, you need to pay attention to you, you need something out of them that you're not getting, then I would say avoid it, because the intentions aren't pure. So what you're sending out is not exactly what you want to be showing back up, because you're sending out lack and doubt. You're basically, again, it's just like saying, I don't trust you, universe, to take care of this for me. I need to meddle with my finite human abilities because I don't trust your infinite power. Okay, where are we at? Miranda says, oh, she's replying to somebody. Definitely notice the different energy for the next day when I script at night. Oh my God, it's crazy that oh God, like night and day, the difference between scripting the night before and not, like almost ridiculous. Desmond, thank you, darling. You're so sweet. Thanks for the compliments. Brenda says, just want to say I love you. Thanks, Brenda. Love you. Christina Murphy says, yes, that's how I manifest money. Okay, Miranda said, okay, here we go, back into no contact. Miranda said, come back here. Where were we? I'm doing the no contact rule. It's hard, but I'm changing the energy of our relationship. I'm focusing on my career and going back to school. I even got to the point where I'm okay if we're meant for each other. He grew me as a person, and yes, I love him, but I'm ready for more in my SP. It could be with both. It could be we both need to grow and we'll both come back, or we're growing and each finding someone new. I mean, I would say, yeah, I think that that's a good place to be with it. Not that you can't get them back, but sometimes I see this a lot in my group. I'm noticing people that are just like too exasperated with trying to like change the SP or rewrite the story in their mind. And it's not that you can't. Of course, you always can, but sometimes it's hard to do that. I mean, that's what this whole thing is about, right? It's like trying to figure out how to make it easier on yourself. But all I can say is that repetition, you have to brainwash yourself, and you have to do it every single day, like all the time. Hold on, let me back up. I don't want to be projecting my limiting beliefs on anybody else, and I don't think it's a limiting belief, but I've been studying law of attraction for years, and my entire life changed when I started thinking only about things in the way that I wanted them to go, and then scripting every night. Those two things combined changed my life. So I don't know. I obviously have never been inside anyone else's brain. I don't know what's going to work for you, but that works for me. And that sounds like what all the other teachers say too, mental diet. I am on top of all of my thoughts, on them. Okay. And if I notice myself not doing it, it's important to me to redirect. I don't care anymore. Like, it's so much more important to me to get where I'm going than to, who cares how I feel right now? What does that matter? Like, I remember being taught in high school, like in high school English class, that feelings are fleeting. And, oh, sorry. Let me back up. They were talking about being happy. Happiness is an emotion, and emotions are fleeting. So who cares how I feel right now? I want to feel like a badass on a beach in Jamaica with a freaking coconut in my hand, being able to do whatever the hell I want. That's how I want to feel. Who cares what I feel about right now? That is way more important than me being like, oh, things are hard right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to trivialize it, but like, we need to start looking at how ridiculous it is in the grand scheme of it. Like, you are infinite beings, okay? You have infinite power coursing through your veins, and like, oh, it's hard to do it. Like, again, I'm not trying to like diminish anybody or talk down. It's just like, we need to look at it like this ourselves. I want you to be looking at it like that. I want you to be like, really, really, it's hard for me to manifest a bill being paid when I'm keeping my walls in place around me. No, we need, again, I just want more people to kind of see, like, this is kind of ridiculous for me to be thinking that this is all I'm capable of. Like, what? I don't need to tell myself that anymore. This idea, this belief does not serve me anymore. Let's just, we don't need that one anymore. Okay. So with that, I don't even know what I was talking about. I completely went off on a tangent. Yeah. So sorry. Yes, do what feels best to you. Do what you can wrap your mind around. If you can clean up the vibration of SP and continue moving forward, absolutely do it. If it's too hard for you, then focus on what makes you feel good. And then maybe SP will come around one day, because you'll be able to like ease other stuff. You can use these tools to like make yourself better, so that SP can come for whatever, you know, we're all working. Everything is working together to fix the machine and keep the maintenance going. Okay, this is a good question. Beck says, I'm new to manifesting. Where's the line between trusting the universe's timing and knowing you are the universe? Great, great, great question. My answer to that is the thing I was saying earlier about your job as a human being in this whole thing is to launch your rocket of desire, set your intention, put out the vibration, think about things the way you want them to go, think about things the way you don't want them to go. That's your job as the starting point, that setting it off, and then showing up and taking it and experiencing it. That's the other part of your job. Those are your things. Send it out and want it, show up and experience it. Anything in between, none of your damn business. So that's where the line is drawn. Once it comes to how, what, when, where, that's you. No, you take it away, universe. That's not my job, not in my job description. I'm not scrubbing toilets. I'm at the drive-through window. I don't know why I use that analogy, but that's the line. You set the desire and you show up and take it and you experience it and you love it and get more of it and launch more rockets of desire or whatever. Anything in between, you don't need to make it happen. It's not your job. And when you do try to make it happen, that's when you're like edging out the universe, like pushing it out. You're like, another thing, I don't think I said this in my video, but like for this week, when you can't stop thinking and entertaining and what if's like this and maybe it has to go like this and trying to tell it how it's going to go, trying to figure out why it's not working and how it's going to work out. It's like the universe can't get a word in edgewise. That's when I was saying like closing down the question channel so that the answer channel or the solution channel can be opened up. So yeah, launch the desire and show up and take it. Launch, 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 take, take, take. That's all you got to do. Kelly asks, will you do a morning rampage video for changing your body and weight loss? I get so stuck thinking of affirmations. Sometimes, I get asked to do these a lot. Sometimes I want to do them and sometimes I don't. I don't know how to answer that question. Right now I'm just doing what feels right. Yeah. It could happen. I don't know. I've also toyed with the idea of making like I'm gonna sound really old here, like CDs or something, like MP3s, like that you can download. I don't know though. I don't know where that's gonna go just yet. I literally am just starting to maybe think about doing it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that just yet. I apologize. Let's see. I manifest. Did we already do this one? No. Yes. Ash says, I manifest my SP back after we broke up. I focused on myself and raised my standards, started valuing myself and just knowing if I want him, he's mine, and just allowing. He came back even more in love with me. And our relationship is amazing. And he is doing and saying everything I asked for almost instantly. He's just a blob of energy. Thank you for your videos. You did it, girl. Round of applause for Ash, please. Amazing. Thank you. And thank you for reiterating that. It's all about this. It's about the way you entertain. Okay. Kelly, I already did that one. Kelly Macarena says, I've been getting dreams that are a little worrisome ever since the full moon. Have you experienced this too? I don't usually dream that much, but mostly I have visions. No, I don't really dream. I don't really remember my dreams much anymore. Which is interesting because I feel like I noticed that when I started doing like a lot of Abraham Hicks, like earlier this year, I was trying to like get in touch with my spirit guides. Like I don't really do the spirituality thing anymore, guys. It's just like, not that I don't do it. It's just, it's not like spirituality. This is just how this world works. So for me, it's constantly about, I want to figure out what the hell's going on. I want to understand what it is exactly that's happening here so that I can use it to my advantage. And that's why it's very important for me to like be on the leading edge of this because I want to know what the hell's going on. And this is why I study quantum physics and listen to these things and listen to these people talk about this stuff because I couldn't fucking read it. There's no way I'd be like, what? To me, it's about understanding what's happening on planet Earth and how things behave and how, things come about. So that's why it's easy for me to detach from the need from it because it's just like it has nothing to do with how I feel about myself. It has to do with what I can lock in on in my mind. So I'm going to be in control of my thoughts. What did you even ask? I totally went on. I just keep the full moon. Dreams. That's right. Okay. So I noticed when I started doing the Abraham Hicks and I was like trying to like talk to spirit guides or whatever, or higher self or shit like that. I noticed then that I didn't really remember any of my dreams because I would intend to see them and I would wake up and be like, oh, I don't remember anything. So I don't remember my dreams much anymore. I used to when I was younger. I used to have a lot of vivid dreams. I did have a dream that my husband did something annoying the other morning and I woke up like annoyed at him. Those dreams are so messed up. I was like, oh, I'm annoyed at you. You did something in my dream. I couldn't even remember what it was, but I was just like, ugh. Let's see, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the full moon. I don't know. I can't say that it has anything to do with it. I don't know. I don't really do this. I don't really look into that stuff much anymore because I think it's your decision whether or not it affects you. Ariel says, people, myself included, are really impatient and want things to happen super fast. Yeah, they do. Well, that can be your downfall. So what's more important, being impatient or getting what you want? Like don't take this the wrong way. I don't mean this in a mean way, but that's like something a child would say, like, well, I'm impatient. I want what I want. Well, adults know how to wait because adults have lived here for years and years and years, and they know how much this shit drags on. So you gain patience as you get older and you realize, like, I don't need to have it now. If it's coming, it's coming. I want it the way I want it. I don't want it half-assed just to have it. Let's see. Once you manifest a lot, it's almost exciting because you don't know how. It's like expect the unexpected. Yeah, you want to see it play out. You're like, yeah, show me what you got. Universe, show me the amazing, creative, ridiculous way you can make this come about. Matt says, I wish I had that much confidence in this. LOL. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this when other things I know can manifest. You also might have issues with her, issues with relationships in general. Again, it's hard to just like diagnose off of like a couple sentences, but if you're having trouble with relationships, then there's usually deep-seated feelings and emotions and ideas that have been there in your life for a long time that you maybe don't even realize are there, and they like prevent you. They like put up like walls in front of you and what you want. What's the difference between, Arby says, what's the difference between people who say they've been trying for months with no success and those who just got it? They don't try, they just do. They don't offer the what ifs. They don't entertain the how it's going to come about. They just let it happen. It's just like, here's what I want. Great, do it. Get it for me. Like, think about it like this. You're playing fetch and the universe is bringing back whatever it is that you throw. And it's not the universe's fault what you throw. It's you threw the damn ball. So if you don't like blue balls, then don't throw any blue balls and get mad when the universe brings them back to you. Like, you're throwing the ball and you're getting only what you throw out. So if you throw out 50 balls, who knows what you're going to get back. Okay. And that's what happens when you start entertaining all these other ways. You like, instead of me just being like, this is what I want, give me that. I don't give the universe any other ideas of other outcomes to bring me. If I only see this going one way, then that's the way it's going to end up going, because I'm not offering, I don't know how it's going to come about. Again, I'm not limiting the scope by giving parameters, and I'm also not throwing 50 balls out and then saying, all right, you pick one. You know, like, no, I'm throwing one ball, bring me that ball back. Period. Al there says, are you as a person never upset in everyday life when something bad happens, even when you think you never intended it? That's an interesting question, because this whole thing started for me because of I have a very short fuse. I have patience. I can be very patient, but once my fuse is lit, then it's really fast, and it's just like there's no turning back. So like, anger is my deal, and that's actually how I started my 30-day challenge. Because I was like, okay, can I go 1 month without being a bitch? Can I go 1 month without reacting to things? Can I go 1 month without getting mad at things that are just kind of ridiculous and stupid? And that completely changed my life. And all of these things like obviously fed into each other, but that was like the beginning of me learning how to control my thoughts, even though I didn't realize what I was doing at the time. And so now I still get upset at things, but my recovery time is much shorter. And I don't get upset at as many things. I mean, I kind of just like, who cares? Like I'm a lot more detached than I was. And this is something I discovered, guys. This is really interesting. I realized that as you detach from needing something to happen, As you detach from, I have to have this manifestation. It has to be like this. It has to be this person. I need it now. Why isn't it coming? I need my money now. I need it by the end of the week. It's got to be by this date. When you detach from that need, and I mean this for like everything, you simultaneously detach from circumstances bothering you. So when I can detach from needing something so bad, I'm also better able to detach from things coming into my reality that like the circumstance, like what you said, what was it? Bad things that happen that I didn't intend or whatever, like opposite manifestations or like evidence of the contrary, whatever. If you detach from the need for something to happen, it also detaches you from the outcome of it not happening. It detaches you from the lack of it. It sounds like the same, but it's almost like it detaches you on the front end, so it detaches you on the back end. So obviously, I think that stands to reason that if you can attach from the back end, if you can attach from the circumstances happening, like I don't care what happens, that is simultaneously detaching from the need as well, because it's like, I know it's coming, I don't have to worry about it, and I know that my worry is going to make it not come like for longer. So like, why would I worry? So yeah, so for the most part, I'm pretty good, but it's a practice. I definitely work on it. And sometimes I'm just like, ugh. But then I remember, hey, I can still get what I want and be mad. I don't have to feel any certain way and still know that what I want is coming. So I've gone back a little ways on my anger, because I realized, like, I don't have to be happy to manifest. I can be a bitch and still manifest. Not that I want to be, but sometimes you just need to let it out. And I can. And I give myself that, because again, I'll be like all pissed off and in my head and be like, and I'll still get what I want. That's like the attitude I have. And it's true. So there's your answer, I guess. I hope I answered it. Matthew says, love the metaphors, helps make things make sense. Thank you. That's how it is for me too. It's just like when I try to figure something out, I just get this picture or this idea of, oh, that's what that's like. And then I'm able to communicate it better, because it helps me understand it as well. Maria says, how likely is it for me to manifest a relationship with a famous celebrity when I'm having doubts about whether it's possible and if I'm good enough? Not very at all. The first half of your sentence, how likely is it need to manifest a relationship with a famous person? Definitely, absolutely, 100% doable, until you say, when I'm having doubts about whether it's possible and I'm good enough. No, definitely not, of course. So celebrity is a circumstance, of course. And yeah, so we need to take them off the pedestal. They're just a person. Lock in on a version of them that's a regular ass person. There's no, like, you want to start raising yourself up and lowering them down a little bit so that you can be eye to eye and equals. Because you can't put them up here, and it creates a separation. So we want them equal to us. We want them like normal, down to earth in our mind, and of course open to dating anybody, and changing your idea of what's possible. Of course you're good enough, because they're in your reality, not the other. I mean, you might be in theirs, but your consciousness is here. I don't know about other realities. I don't know if I have consciousness somewhere else. All I know is I have it here, and nobody else does in my world, right? So meaning I can't hear anybody else's thoughts. Nobody can make me feel or do a certain thing. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I really don't know how all this works, guys. Like, again, I try to be as up to the minute as possible on this, but how they intersect and how your thoughts come to me, but I have free will, and I don't know. It's very strange to me, but the best thing I can say is that if you want a specific version of, you want someone to do something, you just have to lock in on the version of them that already wants to do it, that already thinks it's their idea, that's already planning on doing it, and then you can come in contact with them. How it works, again, remember, that's not my business. My business is to launch my rocket and show up and get it. I don't know what the middle part is. That's not my deal. That's when things are in infinite potentiality. That's when they're in energy field. They're not particle here, where they're like actual things, and we can look at them and decipher them and understand them. So yeah, you need to change. Of course you're good enough. This is your reality. You can have whatever you want as long as you can play the match game. So play it. You're already playing it. You're just flipping over cards you don't like. Okay. How can I build my faith in my manifesting abilities? Start putting it all over your life. Put it everywhere. Traffic, haircut, coffee, job, boss, money, roommate, rent, strangers at the mall, police officers giving you a ticket, shopping, like literally everywhere. You want to just frame things the way you want them to go. Only view things happening the way that you want to experience them. And then as you see these things happening all over your life, because inevitably you're going to start manifesting things instantly, because there's stuff, when you're doing it all over your life, there's stuff that you don't care that much about. Like I always use high five from a stranger. If I never got a high five from a stranger again, I probably wouldn't notice. But if I did get one, I'd be like, I said that. It's something that I don't get that often. And again, like if I didn't get one, I wouldn't care either way. I wouldn't even notice. So it's not something I have an attachment to. So it can come easily to me or whatever. So what was the question? I get so distracted. What the fuck are we talking about? Oh, building our faith. Oh yeah. So use it all over your life. Practice it in other areas than just your main things. And then once it comes through, like, oh yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah. Oh, I'm doing that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I am doing all of this. You just start reminding yourself and telling yourself like, oh, I'm doing all of this. Let me be a little more careful and deliberate with my thinking. Christina's, okay, she's replying to someone else. Miranda says, I'm doing the no contact. It's hard, but I'm changing the energy of my relationship. I'm focusing on me and my career and going back. I think I read this one. Maria says, what if they're so far away geographically? Because I'm pretty sure that they won't come to my country. So how am I going to manifest? I was just talking about this. Like, don't do that. Like, stop. There are infinite versions of them. So there has to be versions of them that already want to move to your country. If you can conceive of it, then it's there. If I can conceive of it, so it's there. Okay. We just conceived of it together. So it's real. You can choose it. So, yeah, like you are limiting yourself so much. Like I'm pretty sure that they won't come to my country. So how am I going to manifest? Like, don't do that. Stop. Like, no, they want to come to your country. They're going to go there and visit for a role or I don't even know what kind of celebrity it is. They're going to go and visit for a tour or whatever. And they're going to fall in love and they want to live there now. And they met you and they love you and they want you to show them around. They want you to help them find a job. They want you to help them find an apartment. I don't know. Change the story. No circumstance. I actually have Circumstances Don't Matter video out Tuesday. Yeah, I think Tuesday. So why are you painting? Don't paint yourself into this story. You get to decide what happens in your reality. So only entertain a version of them that already wants to move to your city or country or is already coming. And then tell the story that they're coming here and they're going to fall in love with it, whatever. Just like you get to decide or tell yourself that you're moving. I don't know, whatever you want. Just play that out like a movie in your head until it shows up. Okay. That's all you have to do. Let's see. And I mean this with love. I hope I don't sound mean. I want to like spank you guys on the butt a little bit and like, come on, get it together. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? Ariel says, is it a skill to step back? Oh, it is a skill to step back and have patience. It is, but it's not like, oh, that's a skill I don't have. No, it's a practice skill. Just practice doing it over and over. You can if you've never played a guitar before, you can pick one up today and someone will show you how to play. I learned how to play a song my very first day, never knowing how to do it. Okay. And then by a month, I could play a lot of other songs. You just need to practice it and your brain will take over. Okay. But you need to be on top of it. You need to be diligent. Spella says, hey, Roxy, I have a question about how to get 360 about moving and learning new language. Can you please talk about this a little more in detail? Thanks. So once you decide that you want to move, your energy changes from I want to move to I'm moving. I need to get myself prepared. If we're moving to another country, you're talking about languages. Okay, I need to get my visa. I need to start looking at housing. I need to look at the currency exchange. I need to look at jobs, like what kind of job am I going to be doing out there? What area am I going to live in? Do I know anybody out there that can help me? Is there a service I can hire that will help you? Like your energy changes from I want this thing to, again, this is happening. I want to be fully prepared for it when it shows up. And so you start kind of like walking the road of where you're going. And just start saying, yeah, I'm moving and now you're changing. So I need to start purging my stuff. If I'm moving across the country, I definitely need to get rid of a bunch of stuff. I'm going to maybe have a sale or send it to Goodwill or maybe give some close to friends, whatever. Again, we're starting to think, we're entertaining what ifs, but in a productive way that keeps us moving towards the goal that we're going towards. Okay. So when I talk about offering parameters, what I'm saying by narrowing the scope is talking about like, well, like this, exactly what Maria was saying. Okay, I want my person, but they live really far away. So how could they even come here? Like they'd have to like do all this stuff. And like, would they even move here? Like, I don't even know if they would. Like, you know what I mean? You are narrowing the scope by saying it can only come about. Like, how could it possibly come about? Narrow, 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 narrow. When we are entertaining things about what ifs in a good way, in a like expectancy way, we're keeping the vibes going in the direction of this is happening, universe. So this could happen this way, but you're telling the universe this or better. Like, yeah, you can do it anyway. Like, are you going to do it like this? This will be really cool. But we're not closing down. We're like keeping it open. It's a different kind of energy. You're adding to the story. You're adding to the texture of the unfolding process instead of hindering it, if that makes sense. Oh yeah. So just start doing it. So you want to learn a new language, start learning it. Get Rosetta Stone or some shit. Go on YouTube and start listening to people speak it. Start taking steps in the direction so that you are coming into alignment with the version of you that's already doing it. Yeah, I'm doing this. This is happening. We're moving. We're learning a new language. I want to know my language pretty good before I even get there. So I need to start now. Get that ball rolling in the way you want it to go, and then just change the way you're thinking all the time. I'm learning a new language. I'm moving to another country. This is really exciting. My life is changing. I'm so excited. I already said that word. You know, stuff like that. Start going on a tangent about how great it's going to be to move. There's going to be so many exciting experiences. You're going to meet so many people. You're looking forward to the way the universe is going to let it unfold for you. Yada, yada, yada. How do you let go? Plume says, how do you let go of trying to manifest something, but also persisting with it and trying to let go for it to manifest? Okay. So this is what I was talking about earlier about setting your GPS location one time. If I know I'm going to New York, okay, great. I set my GPS location. I'm going to New York. I don't need to set it and set it and set it and set it. I just need to start going in the direction of New York. My GPS is going to guide me, so I don't really need to think about it. I just need to keep moving forward. Now, am I going to forget that I'm going to New York because I'm not continuously setting my GPS? I hope not. That would be tragic. That would be really weird. So of course not. Of course, that's where I'm going. I don't need to say I'm going to New York. I'm going to New York. I'm going to New York every 5 seconds the whole trip. I'm going to New York. I'm going to New York. I'm going to New York. I'm going to New York for 3 days. No, I'm going to get really tired of that. I'm going to New York, period. And now that my foot is in front of the other one, I'm taking steps towards New York. No matter where I'm going, if I'm moving forward, then that's where I'm going. Okay. So what was the question? Persisting in it. Yeah. Stop. We know what you want. Like I said, you can't shut up about it. We know where you're going. You've declared it. Okay. So now start going through the motions. Start thinking like that version of you that's already got it thinks. Propel yourself forward in the story. Okay. And then, yeah, you don't need, I'm going to New York. I don't need to keep shouting it from the rooftops. I'm already on my way. We're going. Fine. Great. Again, we don't need, it's like, I'm detaching from that need. Like, I'm going to New York. We know. Go then. Like, go there. Stop talking about it. Be about it. You know? I hope that answers your question. Okay. Tori says, I've had my scripting today unfold as I write. It's working so well. I've kept my journal with me all day. Scripting is amazing. It sounds so cheesy, but dude, it works. Christina says, where are your friends? Yay. Okay, dang, we're that behind on Facebook. I can only imagine how far back we are on YouTube. Okay. Siobhan says, hi, I love your channel. I have a question. My SP is wanting to hang out with me, which is great, but I think I've personally become distant because son of a bitch. Because where were we? I'm trying to refuse the third party and don't really want to be hanging out with them if they are still attached to the third party. In my mind, she doesn't exist, but I also don't want to give vibes to my SP that I'm the hookup type of girl. What is some advice that you have? Yeah, don't be that. Don't be that. Let them know. I would say keep your ideas about them pure. Don't entertain the third party. They don't exist. You don't have to give them any attention. Let the idea of SP being healthy, happy, whole, monogamous, ready to be with you, super duper, 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 duper single, and just like, you know, having everything that you need for yourself to be fulfilled. Keep that idea going. Only entertain them like that. And yeah, don't be the booty call. Tell them, no, because you're going to be like choosing different versions, right? So this new version that you're choosing, you need to stay in the mind frame of him, because you can't choose him and simultaneously have him too. So if you're not choosing him, you're choosing him, right? Because this is going to be in the videos for this week too. Why does that always happen? Oh, I should stop asking that. Of course it's happening. It's a manifestation channel. Of course it happens. Sorry, my throat is getting it's getting tickly. Hold on one second. I'm going to take a pause for a minute. Hey, baby.
What's up?
Can you please make me another coffee? Or brew some for me, please? I'm getting close. And I can tell my voice is going to start giving out if I don't have liquids draining down my throat hole. Okay, so, yeah, so don't be that girl. Set your boundaries. Let him know, like, yes, please, thank you. Let him know, yeah, if you want to let him know, I'm not going to be coming over until your situation is dealt with, because I'm not going to be that person. It's rude to her. It's rude to me. It's rude to both of us, rude to all of us. So I'm going to chill until you get your stuff figured out. Meanwhile, in your mind, you're like, oh, he's so cute. He loves me. This is my man. We're working out together. Everything's perfect. Yada, yada, yada. I get so distracted. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So keep the story going fresh in your mind with this version. Keep selecting that version only entertain that one. And then with this one, set your boundaries, because yeah, you need to be setting them for yourself too, not just for them. You need to be declaring to the universe, this is what we do, and this is what we will not stand for. This is what we will not allow ourselves to be. All right. Ale says, hey, I met this amazing person and we've been friends with benefits for a while, but the connection has just been growing. I want it to be official, but my limiting beliefs are blocking me. What do I do? Well, deal with your limiting beliefs. I did a video about that last week. So start self-diagnosing, figuring out what it is that's manifesting in your world, and then draw correlations to beliefs that you might have, ideas that you've been holding your whole life, things you might have experienced in past relationships, things your parents told you, things you saw in their relationship, or your guardians, of course. You want to kind of reverse engineer where those ideas came from, and then start implanting opposite thoughts that go along with what you actually want. Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna have to deal with those beliefs, diagnose them, and then like I say, just like dig a little bit so we can figure out where the stuff is, and then put a new plant in, and then cover that up and start growing a new plant. And water the shit out of the new idea, the new belief. Jennifer says, can you explain the feeling when you believe it is possible with your SP, but feel discouraged and ready to move on? Yeah, that sounds like there might be, again, it's really hard to diagnose off of one sentence. So I don't know. I'm just going to go on a whim here, but it sounds like you might have limiting beliefs about relationships in general. And even though you might have cleaned up your vibrations about SP, you still may not have the right ideas about love, or vice versa. And it sounds like you're kind of exasperated with trying to change the story. I think that's what I was talking about earlier. And I don't know if I actually finished that thought. Sometimes people want to start over with a new person because it's just like, after a while, they just get tired of trying to change the person and change the narrative and go back or start a new story. Because it's too hard for them to only choose this version while this one's here, if that makes sense. So I would just say, you know what? Me and this person are on great terms. I like where we're leaving it. We have mutual respect for each other. We love each other just as human beings, and whatever happens with us is fine. I need to start focusing on myself and doing things for me and advancing my life. But that's fine. We'll just let the universe let it unfold how it does. And then it can come about if you let it, or maybe something else comes through. You don't know, but if you're in the place where you're okay to move on, I would say at least leave the vibration with SP in a good, like, open place. Like, yeah, if they're going to come back, I'm open to it and I'm happy. We're both working on ourselves and it's great. Period. We communicate and we trust each other. I don't know. Say whatever you want about it, but leave it there and then move on if you want to. All right. Okay. Bethany says, any advice on being patient? Sometimes I think something will finally happen with SP, but then it just doesn't go anywhere. I'm ready to make more memories with them. I feel like we're going to get back together anyway, so I wish it was now. Again, this is not me being impatient. This is me not being patient. Yeah, exactly. So being patient. I want to read this question again. Advice on being patient. Sometimes I think, well, I would say it sounds like, again, I'm just going to preface all of these with, like, it's hard for me to diagnose off of one sentence. Like, this is stuff that we talk for an hour about with when I have clients and when we do one-on-ones. By the way, if you want to sign up for a one-on-one, you can do so at roxytalks.com, and the description is in the link is in the description on YouTube, and then on Facebook, of course, you know how to get a hold of me. So, what were you talking about? Oh yeah, the impatience. Thank you, baby. Hold on. Is this the white chocolate strawberry one?
Yeah.
I love coffee. I drink like, well, I can only drink one regular cup of coffee, and then I drink like 4 cups of decaf because I like the way it tastes. Okay. Oh God, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm like so like not focused today. What the hell were we talking about again? And sorry to the people who are watching this back, who are everybody. Sorry, I love you. Thank you for hanging out. Sometimes we gotta take a break. You know, I gotta let my brain recharge a little bit. Oh yeah, the patience. Okay, yeah. Start practicing in other areas of your life, putting your power. My husband is wrapping my best friend's present because he's the most amazing person in the world. He's so sweet. Is that pink tissue paper too? Oh my God, I love him. Okay. What was I saying? God, you guys, I'm sorry. Wow. I'm like something shiny hard today. Practice on other areas of your life. Put your power in other places. Put it all over the place. Use it everywhere in your life so that you're only entertaining everything. Again, haircut, traffic, coffee, friends, specific person, family, coworker, strangers, Christmas shopping, whatever. Frame it in the way that you want to view it in your mind and only entertain it like that. And then use it everywhere so that you can see evidence all over here. And when you have so many things happening and you're busy and you got stuff taking your attention up, you don't focus so much on the absence. And you're like, okay, yeah, I can tell that that's coming because this, and this is all happening. So I don't need to know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm just going to let that happen and just like brew. I'm going to let my coffee brew and focus over here for a while. And then we just kind of, again, that helps us close down the question channel and open up the answer channel or the solution channel so that it can come through. Natalia says, hi from UK. Hello. Oh, excuse me. Hello. Okay. Hold on. I want to read yours in an accent. I've resigned from my job 2 months ago as I wanted to do something else, but it's been really difficult finding something new. Any tips? Okay, I want you to change this. Oh, I can't do the whole story. I can't do the rest of it. Okay, so change the story that you're telling. This is the real me, guys. This is me all the time. My husband gets to deal with this all day long. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So start saying, like, yes, I resigned from my job. I'm free now. I'm free to figure out exactly what I want. The universe is leading me to the most perfect job and situation for me. I'm making more money and I'm doing something that fulfills me. I'm so excited. Change the narrative. And then I did a video, I think it was like 2 weeks ago about, I don't even know, God. These things, it's something about, what the hell was it? Finding your passion or finding, Oh, I think it was about manifesting success with law of attraction. That's the one it was. Check that video because I have like a 4-step process that you can use to kind of nail down. Like if you don't know what your passion is or you don't know like what kind of work you can make out of it, I have a little 4-part exercise that you can use to kind of figure out like what am I good at? What do people come to me for? One of the other questions. What was that? I don't know. Watch that video. I'm sorry, I can't remember. But yeah, change the narrative and then start working. Say it's coming. Yeah, like, yes, this amazing new position is coming for me. I'm so excited. Okay. Matt says, I've been feeling like giving up because I'm trying to change myself. I've tried meditation, affirmation scripts, and I feel like I haven't been changing and I'm at a loss. I want my SP, and I know I haven't been changing and I'm at a loss. I want my SP. Oh, wait, I want to fix myself up, but I'm starting to feel like I should give up. Wow. And then what? When I hear people, and I'm going to give up, okay, then what are you going to do? Die? Like you still have to keep, like you're still manifesting, you're still doing it. So now you're going to give up on this one thing and put those negative feelings onto everything else in your life? No, deal with it now. Be on top of it. If you're, okay, I've tried meditation, affirmations, and scripts. Okay, let me ask you a question. When I hear people say this, I think, okay, so what if you meditate for an hour and I script every day and I say 3 affirmations every now and then. Okay, that's like maybe being generous like an hour and a half of your day. What the hell are you doing for the rest of the time? Where's your mind at for 22 and a half hours a day? That's where your issue is. You need to be on top of all of the thoughts here. When we talk about this 360 idea, this is putting these thoughts in all the time. You are putting in new programming. You're putting them in straight to your subconscious by putting in these new affirmations, this new way of thinking during your conscious mind lulls. When you're checked out, when you're working out, when you're walking your dogs, when you're taking a shower, making coffee, driving to work. These times when you could do whatever you're doing with your eyes closed, you're pushing play on the new programming before you let yourself check out. And we're constantly on top of our thoughts and we're paying attention to the way we're framing them and thinking about everything in our minds. And if it's not the way we want it to go, then we're redirecting and we're redirecting and we're redirecting. We're talking ourselves off the ledge. We're self-soothing. We're doing whatever it is that we can to make sure that our thoughts don't start entertaining stuff that we don't want to experience. You need to be on top of it. You need to be disciplined. And I don't mean this to sound mean. I'm just reading it. It sounds like you're not very disciplined with your thoughts. Like you might think you are, but if you were, you wouldn't you've asked a bunch of questions about this type of stuff. So I can tell that your mind's not where it needs to be. So just practice, work on it every single day, work on it every single day. Again, it needs to be more important to you to get where you're going, to install this new programming, to sit there and soak up your feelings about how hard it is. Deal with it. Life is hard. Get back on that horse and figure it out. Figure out how to ride that thing. Okay. You guys are really sweet. I'm reading your sweet comments, and not that I don't want to read them out loud. I don't know if anybody wants to hear you guys compliment me but I appreciate it. Thank you. Dina says, every time I make plans with someone I'm excited to hang out with, they seem to cancel on me last minute. It's freaking me out. It definitely hurts. Why? I know I need to change the story. It's the story. It's because every time you make plans with somebody and you get excited to hang out, they cancel. That's why. Because you're telling that story over and over. Macarena says, do you think that living with parents that you feel doubt your capabilities affect your circumstance because they are manifesting that about you? No, you are manifesting them about them. You are keeping them from allowing you to transcend because you believe so strongly that they are like that. You think they're fixed, which I guess, again, like I mentioned this earlier, maybe they are fixed, but that's fine because you can just select a different version of them that's not. Select a version of them that's proud of you, that loves what you're doing, that thinks that you are like on the cutting edge and they're so proud of you for being such a free thinker. They're excited to see where you go in life. They have no worries about you because they know that you'll be able to take care of yourself. Yada, yada, yada. Write that story, and then that's how you have to tell your story about your parents. It's not the other way around. It's not your parents telling you what's possible. It's you telling yourself what your parents are doing. If that makes sense. Victoria says, how can I free myself from pressure and make everything happen and stop being impulsive? Oh, girl. Babe, do I know how to free myself from pressure? No. Do I? Sometimes. That's you know what? That's something I work on myself. I don't know. I feel a lot of pressure a lot. And I think what I do is I listen to other law of attraction people, but only I can only listen to certain ones like Jake Ducey. I just like his energy and the stuff he has to say. I don't know. I like putting that kind of in so that I just have these feelings. Or I think I listened to some random affirmations yesterday. I wasn't even paying attention to them, but I did feel more at ease. But I don't know how to really, I don't know. I struggle with that too, with the pressure of this, it's a lot to maintain. So, and stop being impulsive. With the impulsive thing, I would just be a little more deliberate and know where you're going. Get clear with your 3-year, 1-year, 6-month goal so that you know where you're going, so that if you feel impulsive, if it goes in alignment with what you're doing, do it. Yeah, take that impulse and be on it. But if it feels impulsive in a way that doesn't feel right, that doesn't align with where you're going, then I would be a little more cautious. But all of this is just more about being aware of yourself, being aware of your feelings and your thoughts and your emotional triggers and what you do in response to those things. Yeah, it's just studying yourself. Taking notes. You're being a lab technician. Remember, we're not lab rat anymore. We're lab tech. So take off your little furry lab rat suit and put on your lab coat and be all cute. Some goggles and stuff. Okay. Angel says, my SP has a lot of influences from his family. Do I focus more on removing those family blockages than the SP? I would focus on SP loves me. Family loves me. They love our situation. They love him. They love what he's doing with his life. Just change the story in general and just create a harmonious environment between you, them, family, all of it combined. Both your families love each other. They love the idea of you guys being together. They love what you're doing individually as their children or whatever, and they're proud of you. They like what you have to say. They think you're independent, whatever. You write that story. So just change all of it. I would just say, let's see what we do. Influences from his family. Do I focus more on removing those family blockages? And no, I wouldn't say don't focus on removing them at all. I would focus more on selecting the family that supports him and is welcoming you and him together with open arms. Wiki says, I've reached out to someone online. I believe that I manifested for a romantic relationship. I'm excited about hearing back from them, but I worry that this constant thinking about them is not helpful. You know the answer to that. You already answered it. So they've already reached out. They're thinking about you. They're excited to talk to you. They think that you're just as enthralling. They have a little crush on you too. Whatever you have to tell yourself, just do that and tell yourself that. Whatever you want to experience, just tell yourself that's what it is. Whatever you guys think, is this helpful? I don't know. You tell me. It's your decision that makes it helpful or not. It's your perception of everything in your life that makes it come about. So you guys are asking me questions that really, well, I take that back. I guess some of the questions are answers only you have the answer to. You know what I'm trying to say. Christina says, I'm going to post some tips that really works for manifesting using the senses. I started a year ago, and Roxy actually touched on it in one of our videos. Oh, awesome. Thanks. That'll probably be in the group. So if you're not in the Facebook group, go ahead and join that. Gabrielle says, hey, Roxy, I manifested my SP talking to me after 4 months. Current reality, I manifested the opposite of my intentions and desires. I have been researching why this happened by watching your previous videos. Not sure how this happened. Well, you don't know what has to unfold for it to work out. So just let it keep unfolding. Keep affirming that it's working out and only entertain ideas of it working out. Because you deciding that you got the opposite, what if that was part of the unfolding process and now you just decided you didn't get it? So go back to the drawing board. No, I did get it. This is part of it. Great. It's unfolding. Awesome. Yay, I'm so good at this. That's what you say, not me saying I'm so good at this. Okay. Ferret Apocalypse. Yes. That's a sweet name. Okay, hold on. I'm going to take a sip for that. Let me take a sip of coffee for Ferret Apocalypse. Ferret Apocalypse says, my obsessive thoughts are negative and hard to stop. Tuesday's video is about that very thing. So stay tuned, come back, and I'll have a whole video about it for you. But how do I make it so you guys don't ask me questions that give away my video content every week? Because this happens every freaking week. Okay. I want to answer the question for you because your name is so cool. But I also spoke at length about it, which will be out Tuesday. It really wasn't a question. It's more of a declaration. How about this? You are in control of your thoughts. You are stronger than your thoughts. You're more than a thought. You're more than all of your thoughts combined and then some. You're more than every single person in your entire reality combined. So let's be a little more on top of it. We're going to be paying attention. You're going to be kind of like a prison warden. You need to be paying attention to what thoughts are trying to get out of their cells. And you get back in there, you redirect it, you tell it exactly how it's supposed to go, and you stay on top of it, okay? On it. You need to be in there all day long and being on top of those thoughts if you notice them trying to get out of their cells again. Dale says, Roxy, is it like set it and forget it when manifesting something, so not to obsess or overthink? Yeah, exactly. For me, like what I'm practicing now is just like a boing. This is my magic wand, by the way. I should get, I need one. I need to get one on the Amazon or something. Boing. this. I want that. You say this. You do this. You give me this. This happens here. This is what this is. This is how I feel about that. Blah, 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 blah. Take it away, universe. Yeah, set it and forget it. And that's why you want to put this all over your life. That's why you want to focus on all kinds of things, because when I'm focusing on other things, when I have so many things happening in my life, I don't have time to take stock in what's not manifesting yet, because I know that what's not manifesting yet just isn't here yet. It's not that it's not coming. It's just not here yet. And I'm a patient person. I'm an adult. I've been here for a long ass time. I can wait. And Elise says, do you think it's best to focus on manifesting the perfect person for you that may or may not be an SP instead of an SP? Yeah, it's easier. I mean, I guess, no, that's a limiting belief. It can be easier, let's say, to manifest just a person. So what I was saying earlier, okay, think about it like this. If you just said, I want somebody to treat me like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you've got like 3.5 billion options the universe can bring to you. I'm just making numbers up here. When you say they have to do that and they need to look like this, be this tall, have this physical, whatever. Now you've narrowed the scope down severely from 3.5 billion to like, I don't know, like 40,000 or who knows, whatever. Not that that's not a large number. What I'm saying is that the more parameters you offer the universe, the smaller the scope, the smaller like avenue or channel the universe has to bring you what you want. So yeah, if you just decide, I'm manifesting an amazing relationship. I know it's coming to me. This person treats me like this. We do this. It's like this. I feel this way. It's amazing. Blah, blah, blah. They give me these things. We do this for each other. We have great communication. We finish each other's sentences, whatever you want to experience. Take it away, universe. Bring it to me. I'm ready. I'm here. I'm dealing with my own issues. I got everything dealt with. I'm confident. I'm strong. I'm ready for anything to happen. And I'm excited to see the way that it unfolds. That's a different energy or whatever than this person. I need it to be him or her or this person or them. And they've acted like this before. They said these things. So I kind of have to erase this. And I have these weird feelings going on, but I'm trying to switch them down and it's okay. We can still get them. It's like you have to convince yourself that it's possible versus like, all right, this is what I want. Do it. Bring it to me. I mean, you can do it with either one, of course, but it's your ability to like let go of the idea. Remember to let go of that need, that attachment to the need that determines, you know, when, how it comes. Let's see. I believe 1970 says, at what point in the process do you let go? As many times as I need to, but ideally just once right away. As soon as I send it off, this is what I want. Bye, thanks. And then if it comes back up, okay, this is what I want. Yay, bye, thanks. Like, you want to let go of it all the time because, again, if my question channel is open, if my desire channel, if my want channel, if this is what I want, this is what I want, manifest, this is what I want, where is it? Why is it here? Why isn't it here? Where is it? Blah, blah, blah. My question channel is open. So my answer channel cannot be open. So I close my question channel. Thank you. Take it away, universe. Now I've opened up the answer or the solution channel and it can come through easy, better, faster, stronger, quick, slippery, whatever it wants to come in, however fast it can. The amazing ways the universe can let it unfold because I'm not in the way. I'm just like, go ahead, do it. There's your channel. There's your big giant tube to, I don't know. There's your tube. Rebecca, hi. Says, hi, Roxy. Hi, Rebecca. Okay. RN says, what do you consider to be the most important piece of advice when moving into the reality you prefer? If we can remember nothing else, what should be at the forefront of our thinking? What do you consider to be the most important piece of advice when moving into the reality you prefer? Only entertain things the way you want them to go. That's all you need to do. That is literally all you have to do is when you think about a subject, Doesn't matter what it is. Again, I don't care if you're talking about a Big Mac or you're talking about $1 million. It better be only in the way you want to experience it or in a way that aligns with where we're going. Remember our 3-year, 1-year, 6-month goal. What was the question? Oh yeah, what is the single? Yeah, so my biggest, most important piece of advice, if you can do this, you can have whatever you want, is just only entertain it in the way you want it to go. That's it. That's all it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's a great question, by the way. Angela says, I feel compelled to reach out to my SP after taking time, stepping away and rebalancing myself. I had been unintentionally feeding my fears before and had accidentally manifested said fears with SP saying there was somebody else and then saying he needed space. After that, I let go, took space, and really focused on cleaning up my mental diet. Have taken this time to focus on myself, grow, accomplish several things during this time. Do you have any suggestions on how to restart contact with them? Just do what feels natural. Like, I don't know, how do you contact your person? Like, what would be natural for you? If you guys everything was fine, how would you contact with them? And just make sure, I have a video about this oh my God, I can't talk. A video out this week about this topic, but just make sure that if you're reaching out to them, it's not because you have ulterior motives. It's not because like you need their attention. I need you to view my story, or to feel secure, to whatever. Like, that feeling is not like a clean vibration. If you just want to reach out to them because like you saw a meme that you thought they would like and it has nothing attached to it, fine, do it, feel it. If you don't have attached feelings, if you don't feel guilty or worried, or you don't need a response, then do it. But if it's going to trigger you and make you start feeling funky feelings, why would you do that to yourself? Monica, welcome to the live show. Thank you. Janessa says, I'm confused. I missed the beginning of my crazy Earth Day Sunday. Yes, Manifest Day, or it's Mindset Sunday because I'm going out of town tomorrow. So I will be driving to Big Bear during this time tomorrow. So we got a super chat. Thank you. Okay. JL says, SP isn't contacting me anymore. Some coaches say when things appear to get worse, a breakthrough is near if we don't react. Any thoughts? I don't think anybody can say whether or not someone's breakthrough is coming through, except for you. If you decided a breakthrough is coming through, hell yes, it is. Absolutely. My breakthrough is coming through. Yes. Oh my God, it's coming. Give it that energy. But when things appear to get worse, I would just say we don't know how it's going to unfold. And the universe can do it in the most amazing ways and miraculous ways that we can't even begin to fathom. So maybe part of it coming together is it falling apart or whatever, So instead of questioning whether or not it's near, I would just say, oh God, it's coming. Ha, it's coming. Yes, we got it. It's on its way. It's going to be here. It's going to be here soon. I feel it. I'm ready for it. Let me make sure I'm fully prepared. Go through your mental checklist or your personal checklist of, am I ready for this to show up? Do I have all my own boxes ticked? Start ticking your own boxes. Let the universe communicate to the universe that you are ready, that it is time. So yes, it's time. What do I need to show up? Remember, my job is to launch my rocket and show up and get it. So to show up and get it, if I want to make the most of it, if I want that perfect relationship or that ideal relationship, what do I need to do to be, to think, to feel, to show up in that relationship since it's on its way here? It's about to be here. Let me make sure my boxes are ticked internally. Does that make sense? Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, and I hope I answered your question on that. And thank you, YouTube, for letting that come through. I think I'm going to get an iPad so I can see the questions better and read them without looking like a blind person. That sounded rude. I didn't mean that. What I meant is like me squinting at the camera looking ridiculous because I can't see anything. Angela says, this is so funny because I like the beginning of your there's going to be a big old butt coming after this, right? Oh, maybe not. Okay. Angela says, I know circumstances don't matter, and I have dropped the story. Dash. I like how you, she's like, I'm not going to put a butt. I'm going to put a dash. Did we already talk about your thing? Or is this something? Okay. So this is, at the end of, gotcha. Okay. This was the end of, I know circumstances don't matter, and I have dropped the story. I've only included it here as I realize it can appear too vague without giving an idea of what I'm talking about. Yes, I appreciate that. And yes, it's okay. Sometimes we can give it airtime. If you have the wherewithal to say, I'm giving this airtime because I want to hear you talk about it, but other than this, like I don't even want to say it. When we get on a session and they're too afraid to say what it is because they don't even want to give it like life or airtime, then I'm like, okay, I like where you're at. Your head's in the right place. Let's talk about it now so we can get to the bottom of it. But then after this, yeah, no more. But yeah, you're in the right spot. You're thinking about it right. Maz says, thank you, Roxy. You weren't too harsh / judgy. Thank you. I don't mean to be. It's just like, you guys, that's just how my brain works. I can't help it. Okay. Maybe that's limiting. I don't know. I like the way I am right now, mostly. We're working on it. We're chiseling away. Okay. I needed to kick up the ass. Ooh, you got it. You're in the right place. You're in the right place. Okay. I have just written down all my negative beliefs that have clearly crept back in on me without realizing, and I have rewritten them. P.S. I wish you lived in the UK. Me too, darling. Okay. And how much is your one-to-one coaching? So you can go to roxytalks.com and check out. I have several different packages. I have monthly coaching, one-on-one, like one-off sessions, and I also have specific person workshop as well. So roxytalks.com is the website, and you can check all of that out there. And thank you for the kind words. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so far behind. Thanks, Michelle says, no, we can't see the cat hair. Oh, good. Okay. My cat is black, so I can see it up close. It looks awful. Okay. Monica says, I have been struggling very hard with pushing the negative thoughts out. I can feel how heavy they are, and it's because they are ingrained into my thought patterns. I need to find something to bring them to a halt. I would say maybe stop focusing so much on stopping and halting and, oh, it's so heavy, I don't carry them around anymore. Instead, let's start just focusing on new thoughts. We don't need to like make a big deal about the old thoughts that are there. Let's just start focusing on new and choosing new, being on top of it all the time, paying attention to the thoughts. If it's going across your mind, you need to be like a bouncer at the door. Like, I'm not letting you in. That's not the dress code tonight. Like, you need to be dressed only in the thoughts that we want to experience in this little break party. Otherwise, you don't come in here. So just be really much on, like, very much on top of it. And start rewriting instead of trying to like lift something too heavy and change something that's deeply there. Again, let's stop giving it airtime and stop watering that plant, and let's start only watering the ones that are productive. Okay. Ferret Apocalypse says, my rational mind makes it hard to believe, but I'm seeing signs everywhere that can't be coincidences. Yeah, no, just and let them be evidence. Oh my God, every time you see a manifestation or a sign or whatever, synchronicity, yes, I'm doing it. Oh my God, it's happening. Yes, it's unfolding. Yes, because you're driving that ship. You tell it that it's unfolding. Guess what? It's unfolding now. Let's see what we got here. Nicole says, what? What? I'm already at my destination country, but I've had visa issues that I'm fighting in court to make it permanent. I'm already here living a life here, but how do I make it feel like I'm a permanent resident / citizen? Citizen. Help! I'm only reading it the way it's written. I can't differentiate from living here already and feeling like it permanent. I'm always worried they're going to kick me out. Don't worry that. I'm here. They love me here. This is a perfect fit. I am here. It's working out. I love it here. This is my place of residence. I'm so excited to be here. I'm a freaking citizen. Oh my God, I'm a citizen. Start calling yourself a citizen. Write that shit all over the place. Put sticky notes all over your wall that say citizen. I'm a citizen now. And like, just start scripting about how you're a citizen and make I'm a citizen now your new mantra. I'm a citizen now. I'm a citizen now. Like, I'm Chris. Oh, damn it. I was trying not to ever say your name and I just did it. I could be talking to anybody's. Shit. Anyways, we're moving we're trying to move to a new place, and I've just been saying, we're approved. We're already approved. I don't have to worry about it. I'm already approved. I'm not worried about this application process. We're already approved, and that's the place we're moving into. So we got approved. It's not a big deal. We'll just keep going forward. Okay. Luna says, can you please say some tips on manifesting a successful career or job? I kind of went over. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Sorry. There's a super chat. I want to give these airtime because I appreciate you guys being so generous. Thank you. Jana says, hi. How do I choose a version of a person? I'm trying to manifest spending New Year's Eve with my SP. We haven't spoken on the phone in months. What do I choose? Thank you. I would just, instead of questioning it, instead of worrying, instead of like waffling over what do I do, just start visualizing yourself like kissing on New Year's Eve and just like, oh my God, I'm so happy this worked out. I'm so glad we got to spend New Year's together. This is so perfect. What a great night. Like, visualize yourself at the end of the night, like falling asleep, being like, oh my God, what a freaking amazing night that went exactly as planned. Start looking at what you're going to wear. Start acting as if you're already going to be hanging out on New Year's. Like, it's already happening. So you need to start getting ready. What are you doing with your hair? What makeup are you wearing? Do you have your shoes? Do you have your bag? Where are you going? Do you need to buy tickets? Like, go there with your mind. Stop the questioning. Again, close down the question channel and open up the solutions channel, okay? Yeah, and just visualize. Who cares how long you haven't spoke? That does not matter. So don't even let that needs to go completely out of this question. Like, how do I choose the version of him? I'm visualizing him kissing me on New Year's Eve, walking me to my door, telling me that he had the best night of his life, and me falling asleep like, yes! Or her, or they. Sorry, again, I don't want to assume anybody. That's what I would do, is just visualize the night going amazing. End of the night. Yes, I'm so fulfilled. I'm so proud of myself. I have done it. I am power. That's what I would do. Okay, I was reading a question down here. Where were we? Some tips on manifesting a successful career or job. Yeah. Watch my video from like 2 weeks ago about, I think I just answered this question, about fucking manifesting success or something like that. And that'll help you nail down. Yeah, I have a whole video on that. It'll help you nail down, like, how to start thinking. Say you got it. It's happening. It's unfolding. Yes, I'm doing it. I have the most amazing job coming to me. I'm making more than I even thought. Everybody at the job loves me. My bosses, I'm like their favorite employee. I walk in the building. They're like, yes, she's here. Yes. Or he or they or whatever. Yeah, change the story, change it. It's already happening. So get ready for it. New job is coming. What do you need to be prepared? That's where your mind needs to be at. And then check out the video that I did last 2 weeks ago, I think, about manifesting success, and that'll help you nail down ideas if you don't know exactly what your passion is or what direction you should head in. That will help you. It's like a little exercise you can do. Shruti says, hi, Roxy. Can we change the entire world by using law of attraction? I sure hope so, because that's what the hell I'm doing. Can I influence the 7+ billion people in my current reality? I'm from a country that is seeing widespread ethnic conflict at this time. I hope so. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. I hope so, right? Like, that's what we're all doing here. That's what this whole thing is about, is like trying to spread this as far and wide so that we can create a tipping point and get everybody on board as much as possible. So start visualizing peace in your country. Yes. Wow. They're getting it. They understand it. People are being compassionate. They're understanding what their actions are doing. They're seeing the consequences, and they don't want to inflict harm anymore. You have to change your own story, because you are like adhering to it. You are allowing it to perpetuate in your own reality by deciding that it's immovable, I guess. Again, I don't know. I can't say, yes, you can move 7 billion people, because I don't know. I mean, in theory, you should be able to, right? That's what we're studying here. That's what we're talking about. But I don't ever want to just be like, oh yeah, of course. Or no, you can't do that, because I don't know the answer to it. It's your reality. So you decide that for yourself. But what I can tell you is that entertaining and just only thinking of the horrors and the conflict is not helping the problem. I can say that, okay? Haley says, I find myself able to go to bed confident and have good energy, and I can wake up, but finding myself fighting doubts midday. Any advice? Is that the rest of your question? Yeah. It feels as though I am still overthinking about my SP, and I fight them off with the best case scenarios and what I want in the end. But when I don't see results, I begin to get nervous, even though I see manifestations unfold with my friends and my own life, except my SP. I get mixed signals and certain answers from him about getting back together. I know it's because I'm confused, but I'm clear about my wants now. Okay, so, there's more. I was broken up with. Is it a limiting belief to follow the rules of not reaching out to him, or should I wait until he comes around as they do? Oh, that's a lot to unpack. Some questions are too vague. Some are too long. Sorry. Oh boy, I don't even know where to start with this. Not that I don't want to be here for you, girl. You need to be more on top of your thoughts. You need to be constantly redirecting, constantly redirecting, constantly redirecting, constantly redirecting, paying attention to what, again, you're the bouncer in your mind. We're not letting any thoughts in that don't have the right dress code. Okay. If you're not dressed in only what we want to experience, you're not going on here. If I catch you in, I'm throwing you out. Right. Okay. So we want to be on top of our thoughts. You want to be constantly redirecting. You're putting in your new programming during your conscious mind lulls when your mind is checked out, and you're making this your new programming. You're telling your brain, this is how we think now. This is how we think now. This is how we think now. This is how we think now, over and over and over and over, so that the brain can take over and you don't have to try so hard. Okay. But if you're not able to, if you're having trouble during the day, that tells me that you're not staying focused enough. You need to be on top of it. And then if you have to listen to motivational shit all day long, or listen to like healing tones, things like that, then do what you have to do to keep your mind focused. D says, do you have any affirmations for overcoming limiting beliefs for movie magic? Amazing, incredible, miraculous things that may not be practical or seen every day. It's hard to be overly practical. It's hard not to be overly practical. I mean, just in general, like, things can come about in any crazy, miraculous ways. We have no idea. Like, you saying that, it's like, again, it's like you're saying that your finite ability to contemplate outcomes is better or stronger than the universe's infinite abilities to make whatever the hell it wants happen, or, you know what I mean, or whatever. So like, let the universe do its job and get out of the way. And just say, look, I'm doing all this. I get to have whatever I want by what I focus on. I'm in control. This is my world. It's my choice. Start talking about your power and reminding yourself how powerful you are. Take stock in all the manifestations that come through in your life, and just be very much on top of what you're thinking about in your mind. Sorry, if you're wondering what that noise is, I'm messing this, and I can't help but mess with it right now because I'm getting antsy and I'm hungry. Okay. Nick, hi, love. Thank you for, Mindset Sunday for this week. Jag says, how do you manifest money fast when you really need it? Well, that just needing it really bad is going to keep it away from you. So we want to stop. What you want to do is separate out money from the thing you need it for. Okay. So let's say that it's a bill. Let's use this example. I had a client that was doing, I think it was like brakes or some shit, like on their car, shocks or something. I don't do cars, so I don't know. She said that I need, I'm just going to say brakes. I need brakes on my truck. So I've been waiting for this check to come in. So I'm manifesting this check to come through so that I can get my brakes done. And I said, no. Check is check. Okay, great. Check's coming. Cool. Perfect. Brakes are done. Great. Perfect. These two things do not need to be need to be attached. Okay. And this is where you're going to come into problems, because you're going to attach your feelings about money, your need for it to come, your ideas of lack, to whatever it is that you actually need it for. And we need that thing done. We need this bill paid for, or whatever it is. So money is its own thing. Money is like a person. Okay. Money is not the outcome of your bill getting paid. These are two separate things. So let's clean up our ideas about money. Money always comes. Money's always around. It's dependable. It's awesome. It comes every single day. It comes in so many sources. I never know where it's coming, but I know it's always coming. It's always there. Blah, 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 blah. Over here, bill got paid. Thank God. Wow, I'm so powerful. This bill thank you. It got done. Like, it's all done. Visualize this getting done, and realize that you don't need money for this to get done, because this getting done is its own manifestation. Your ideas about money, completely different thing. This is like an SP. This is like how you have deep-seated ideas about this social construct that we all have to live with. That is not the same as power, like keeping my power lights on. It's different. Okay. So let this get paid. Visualize some things I used to visualize when I was younger is like talking to, like, if I was worried about paying rent, when I was like forcing myself to be a starving artist, I would visualize me talking to the landlord and being like, all right, it's all taken care of. You got it all. Like, them saying like, okay, cool. We got it all paid off. You're good to go. Just visualize that. And that getting done has nothing to do with my feelings about money. You know what I mean? I want you to separate these ideas out because we don't know how this is going to come about. Maybe it is through this money you've been manifesting. Maybe somebody pays it for you. Maybe it's a check. Maybe the company sees that you actually have a zero balance. Whatever. This is separate than the money. So repair your ideas about money, work on that all the time, and then just let this manifest this being done and taken care of, and don't intertwine them. Don't say, I need the money so that this can be taken care of. No, you don't. This is just taken care of. Also, we're cleaning up our ideas about money. Separate, okay? Exponential potential. Ooh, I like that. I'm seeing small progress and know that and I know that will lead to big progress in the long run, but I keep affirming to be authentic, to banish negativity, the truth of it. You know what I mean? No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell that means. I'm seeing small progress and I know that will lead to big progress in the long run, but I keep affirming to be authentic, banish negativity, the truth of it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I get each half of that sentence separately, but I don't understand how they're correlated. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but let's see. Yeah, keep affirming, just keep your head down, stay focused on what you're doing. And yes, I don't know what the being authentic to banish negativity part has to do with it though. That part I'm confused about. Okay. Joan says, hi from Cameroon. Ooh, thanks, babe. Thank you for watching it. I don't know what time of the day it is for you, but I'm sure it is not 2:30 in the afternoon. So thank you for being here. Celine says, Roxy, I love you so much. I manifested my SP back today. Yes. Round of applause for Celine. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for all your content and the community you created. Yes, girl. Love it. We're so happy for you. That's what we like to hear. Okay, Danielle Peaches. Oh, girl. She says, my desires are wishy-washy because of doubt. They can even happen. Any tips to get clear? Set your GPS, 3-year, 1-year, 6-month goal. This is where I'm headed. I don't care about anything that happens that's not this because that's all I care about. That's where I'm going. I'm only going to entertain thoughts, outcomes, realities, people, whatever that align with this. Otherwise, not getting my attention. And be on top of that shit. Rebecca says, I've manifested a shit show. We're trying to keep the positive diet. Whatever. Fine. You know what? Who cares? So what? Just because you've manifested. Oh my God. You are so cute, Mango. Oh my God. She's so cute. God. I get so distracted, you guys. What were we talking about? Oh, the shit show. That's right. Rebecca's shit show. No, you know what? Who cares? So what? You can always manifest new. You're always manifesting new going forward. Can you tell me? Nope, she does not want to be on camera. Yeah, you can always remanifest. You can always refocus. You can always reintend. So just stay focused on what you want. And if it's not that, then just keep going. Keep your head down. Irina says, is it okay to hold on, what does this say? Is it okay to overly manifest? I think about him all the time and I feel good most of the time. I recorded my own affirmations to visualize and to visualization. Is it okay if I'm kind of okay if it doesn't happen? Yeah, honestly, it sounds like you're in a good place. It sounds like you are saturating your mind with the good ideas about them that you want to experience, but you're not attached to it having to happen. Perfect place to be. When I was quitting my job, that's the thing I relate to, like your SP the most is like business and career, because it was kind of the same thing where like I knew what I wanted. I've been working on it for years, but it wasn't quite how it was supposed to be yet. And I was in a job that it was hard to get out of. So I had to be like, again, I had to be completely, I was like here now 6 months ago, okay, in my mind all the time. And it happened. And yes, I needed it to happen, and yes, it did. But everything fell into place once I started the new 360 mental diet and the scripting, and it just like fell into place all at once. I hope that answers that. Netta says, someone told me to write down my thoughts because it will help overthinking since it's all out on paper. Yeah, I would do that. If you can't get out of your mind and everything is spiraling, definitely do it like a brain dump and get that out. And then I would also take that opportunity to do a scripting session about what you do want, because it's almost like you're scripting about things that you don't want. So make sure that you go back through and do a little bit of writing about Now that we've got that out of the way, this is how things are unfolding from here forward. Shruti says the media has lost its credibility, and neither side wants to read articles written by the other side. They dismiss. See, okay, this is what I'm talking about. You are feeding into that stuff of your reality. Not that you want to ignore it, but if you want to help it, then go do something physical to actually help it. Go donate to the people, go help them, go, feed the homeless or whatever you have to do to start making a change, but seeing it as changing instead of taking stock in all the things that people are doing that's wrong. Okay. Lady K says, I'm trying to manifest my separated house, my separated spouse back, a better job, a house. I'm constantly having the negative thoughts. Well, you need to be super on top of it. Give yourself your 3-year, 1-year, 6-month trajectory, and then set your GPS location and start taking steps forward and only entertain those ideas that align with that. Okay. If things come up that aren't that, your person says they never want to see you again. So what? That has nothing to do with where we're going forward. You just keep manifesting, or keep focused. Okay. Our Stella, my mind can't ignore the negative circumstances or negative people. You gotta be on top of it. You're just allowing, you're saying that your thoughts are stronger than your entire being. No, they're not. So get with the program, take some responsibility, and be on top of those damn thoughts. That's what I say. Oh, Shruti, oh Lord. Okay, another one. Can one hold an image of a particular political outcome or even a change in it? Yeah. Yes, you can, but you need to, you're feeding so much into it. And I know you're just kind of asking your questions, but, oh, fudge, I just lost. I just went to the bottom. Oh, my God. Oh, is this a super chat I missed? Sharon, boyfriend back. Yes, Sharon. Yes, so happy for you. So proud. Thank you for super chat. And hell yes, girl. So proud of you. Okay. I lost my place. All right, we're at 2 hours. I'm gonna go for another half an hour because I have to edit 2 videos today because I'm gonna be on vacation this week and I want them done. I don't want to be working on my vacation. So we're gonna go till 2:30. So I'm going to just start picking at random. And I apologize if I don't get to your question. The Q&As start at noon-ish, heavy on the ish, usually Monday. So get here earlier if you want your question answered because I do answer them first come, first serve. But at this, after a certain, there's just no way. So I'm going to start picking at random and I apologize if I miss you, but come back next week. Aaliyah says, if I think about something I want and tell myself I have it, and then suddenly I see any kind of repeating numbers, I smile so hard because I know it's working. It's so refreshing. Yeah, you decide what that means. So I also let that mean, oh, I'm doing it. It's working. Yes. Oh man, I'm peeking behind the curtain. I'm so powerful. I'm connected, whatever. I let it mean that it's happening as well because it's my decision. Kiwana says, thank you, Roxy. You've changed my life. I'm so happy to be part of your journey, love. Thank you for being here. Fair Apocalypse. My SP that I pushed away is nicknamed Panda. Oh, we got a super chat. Sorry, I'm going to get this. And you're seeing signs of pandas everywhere. Signs are in the right path. Yeah, let it be. Star says, my girlfriend has limiting beliefs. Her SP is living with someone else. Also divorced with kids. How can she manifest to be together if SP is hung with cold behavior? She's going to have to start looking at her own limiting beliefs. She's going to have to look at what she believes is possible for her, what she believes is possible in relationships for people in general, what she believes is possible with this person. She's going to have to clean up her feelings about them. Definitely have to ignore and clean up the third party. Yeah, she's going to have to address those limiting beliefs and start replanting new ideas. So remember earlier I said we dig a little bit so we can figure out where they are and then put a new seed in, cover that shit up and start watering the new seed and kind of like replant a new idea or belief like off of the old one, like the opposite version of it. So it is possible for them to be together. They're meant to be together. Of course it's going to work. Of course they're thinking about her. They really want to get back with her. They're just kind of stuck right now, but they're figuring it out. Yeah, she's going to have to go back through and look at. The best way to do this is to look at the breakup between her and her person. What led to it? What feelings was she feeling before they broke up, and the things that separated them? That usually gives us an idea of where our limiting beliefs, insecurities, fears, doubts, and things like that lie, so that you can kind of get to them and then rework them, reframe them, flip them, put the opposite in place, whatever, and then start deploying that all the time. This is how we think now. This is how we think now. On a loop, okay? Send her my way. I want to read questions from people that haven't got one yet. Lily, of course, I like a Lily. Lily says, Roxy, I'm very happy because I read some quotes. Even Buddha said, don't let other people's negativity affect you. It's their mistake, not yours. Yeah, but if everyone is you pushed out, they're a reflection of you. They're going to be reflecting your own insecurities, negative thoughts, and fears and worries and doubts back onto you. So I would say if people are telling you negative things, look at what they're saying and what your true feelings are about that situation, because the world is a mirror and it can only reflect what you put up in front of it. SR says, I want him to reach out to me and invite me instead of just seeing me at common hobbies and classes, so I stopped going. Am I being stubborn, or is this valuing myself / not making myself too available? Well, do you want to be at the hobbies classes? Because it's not fair for you to not go just because he's not coming around or because you're not there mentally just yet. I don't think that you should punish yourself in the process. Like, keep going. And also decide you guys see each other outside of it. Instead of wanting him to reach out and invite you, he does. You guys see each other outside of this stuff all the time, and it's really fun. We're always going on little dates or having little adventures and seeing each other outside of class. Change the narrative. Flying Guinea Pig says, how do you do no contact with your SP when you're on good terms but not talking due to third party? I want to reach out, but I want her to initiate with me as she usually does in the past. What do I do? I did a video on this no contact thing this week. Let me see how I want to approach it. Oh, shit. Oh, there it is. Okay. Stop noticing that they're not. Stop giving airtime to the third party. If you want to reach out to her, then reach out. But again, this is the thing about this contact thing. If you can't reach out without needing a response, if you can't reach out because you have ulterior motives, then that's where you're at. You need to, like, if you just want to reach out because you genuinely just want to reach out and it doesn't matter if they write back or not, then do it. But if you have those feelings and if it makes you feel some type of way, don't do that to yourself. If you're working on your manifestation, you want to be cleaning things up, not making it worse, right? It's all you. Like, this is your own, like, you can decide whether or not you should reach out. I can't tell you yes or no. It's can you handle it? Can you handle reaching out, not getting a response, or not getting the response you want and staying focused? If you can, then do it. If you can't, then I wouldn't. Okay. I don't want to read that. Sorry. Caroline says, girl, I manifested a guy in my life last new moon and met him a week after. I got to give a coworker of his my number so he could pass it on to him. Just found out he has a girlfriend. What should I do? Well, I mean, visualize what you want the outcome to be. I mean, like, it's after answering so many of these similar questions the same way, I'm kind of like, I said it a million times. Visualize it the way you want it to go and only entertain that. Otherwise, don't even bother because you already got the one you got. Ilaria says, how long does it take for a manifestation to come true? I don't know. It's all different. There's no answer to that question. As long as it takes you to let it go and let the universe do its job, that's the answer. Mike says, if my specific person keeps mentioning that third party, even when I deleted her from my own reality, what should I do? Keep ignoring it. Keep affirming what you want. Like it. When you guys ask me these questions, it literally sounds to me like you're saying, I put on one pant leg, but not the other, but my pants aren't all the way on. What should I do? Put your other pant leg on and then we'll talk. Like, keep going. If it's not done yet, it's not done yet, okay? That's the answer to all of them. Mia says, I see my SP every day while we're not on good terms. How do I prevent this from affecting my manifestation? Be in la la land. Doesn't matter what they say or do in the physical reality. That has nothing to do with the way you entertain them in your mind. That is a choice. So you decide how you want to see them and only see them that way. And if they act any other way, you're in fantasy land. Okay, whatever, that's fine. This weird reality that actually doesn't mean anything, that's not even real, up here is what matters. And that's where I'm going. That's all I'm going to focus on. All right, 15 more minutes. I'm going to start really looking through these questions because I'm not going to answer the same thing over and over again. I'm just going to read this, what Ashley said. I like what you have to say. Joining late here. I just pretend it's already happening. I don't like to lie, but I refuse to let their doubt impact me. Exactly. I don't know what we're talking about, but that works for everything. Okay, Miss Jones says, example, I lost my mom's glove. So pissed. Went back to get it at a building. I got there and I met a person I needed to meet to help propel my business. Go figure. Negativity is not negativity. It's just a step. Yeah. Again, you don't have to be positive or negative to get what you want. You just need to know that you're getting it. And that, that wasn't a different unfolding, something that led you somewhere else. I had a thing like that happen to me last night too. Something pissed me off and it caused me to go do something else, but I ended up needing to go be where I needed to be when that thing pissed me off. So I was like, haha, okay, fine, I got you. And I just was like, oh, that's funny. All right. Universe knew exactly how to get me moving, was to piss me off about something. Okay. That was my path of least resistance. Excuse me. Okay, I think we got all the face. Oh no, there's more on the Facebook. Arena, thank you so much for your kind words. I appreciate you, and I'm glad you are here watching. Thank you. Yeah, I need to. Okay. Okay, kitty cat. I like this question. I mean, I apologize. I didn't mean to say I like this question, but this is a good question. Roxy, how do I stop my depression and anxiety from affecting my manifestations? Circumstances don't matter, but I know law of attraction needs a positive mindset. I'm meditating daily. Any other tips, please? So again, when we were just talking about, it doesn't necessarily need a positive mindset. It just needs to know, like, this is happening regardless. You can feel however you feel if you know your manifestation is coming. But a lot of times when we feel like, oh no, it's not going to happen, that's where the problem lies. Not like in just being sad in general. You can be sad and still know something is coming. I can still be mad. And in my head, I'm like, I don't care. My manifestation's still coming. And, so, when you're feeling things like depression and anxiety, especially because, like anxiety, like a panic attack, for example, when it comes, it's coming and there's not really anything you can do about it. Like the wave of emotion is coming and we got to feel it. So my advice for you there is to let your body feel it, let the feelings come, let it happen. But in your head, the thoughts don't ever get to join the party. The thoughts are not invited. We do not get to add to the momentum of the negative feelings, the anxiety, the depression, by entertaining what ifs and this and oh my God, no, oh my God, I'm going to die. This is awful. No, you don't get to do that with your thoughts, because when we're on our path, when we have our 3-year, our 1 year, and our 6-month goal, we have our trajectory, we know where we're going, we're taking steps forward, therefore we're getting towards our goal. When you have like anxiety, it might like steer you off the road a little bit, and you might start going down a side road a little bit, like let's say 20 to 500 feet down the road. If you don't let your thoughts add to that momentum, it's easy to come back, a couple hundred feet off the main road and get back, or off the side road and get back on the main road. But if you allow your thoughts to go with a panic attack or depression, you go 20 miles down the road, and now you're going to come all the way back and then start back on your road. So when you don't allow the thoughts to go along with it, you kind of, what's the word I want to use? You shorten your recovery time. So you don't have to you don't have that like anxiety hangover where you just like can't do anything and you can't think. You're just like, like you're drained completely. If you don't let the thoughts entertain all the what ifs in a negative way, then it's not as bad of it. It's easier to just kind of like shake it off and move on to something else. So make sure you keep your thoughts super tight when you're feeling those ways. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's fine. 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 Everything is fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Even if you just have to say like, no, 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 like I'm not going to let you go. Thoughts, you don't get to go. Whatever you have to do to keep yourself off the ledge. Keeping It Rio says, can you recommend something right now that boosts the negativity and anxiety I'm feeling? My SP does not want to speak to me, and I'm repeating, this is not my reality, but I'm having a hard time now. Focus on something else. Like, there's got to be something else in your life going on than this person. Like, you need to be paying attention to other things. Like, what are you neglecting because you're putting so much energy into this person? Pay attention to other stuff in your life. Start training your thoughts how to stay focused on what you want. And if you see yourself going down that road with SP, redirect it. Do something else. Get yourself to physically a new space. Put on some music. Do some jumping jacks. Get out of there, okay? Oh, gosh. You guys have lost it in the comment section here. This is getting weird. All right, 10 more minutes. All right, we've answered that one several times. Oh my God. Okay, this person's got to get muted. I can't even. My mods don't come on Sundays, apparently. That's sad. Oh, Lord, that's a lot. Some people need a lot of attention, I guess. Okay. Oh my goodness. No, they're not annoying me. I just have to read all the questions because I'm reading through. Old man Bob. I'm not even going to give you. No, you don't get airtime on my video. Goodbye. Man, I mean, where are my mods? I miss you guys. All right. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna go down to the end because I can't even go through all this weird shit at the top. I guess Roxy only skipped my question. Listen, people, guys. Okay. Do you see how many questions are here? I'm trying to get through them all. I literally am trying to read through every single question. We have a bunch of people saying weird stuff. I'm trying to get through it. I'm not skipping you on purpose. I'm like, there's hundreds and hundreds of questions here. I'm trying to get through them. So I apologize if I haven't gotten to yours. Like I said earlier, try to get here closer to noon so that it can be in the beginning. I'm only one person and I'm reading them as I go through. First come, first serve. So if I haven't gotten to yours, I apologize. Okay, 7 more minutes. Yay. Okay. Sarah says, so even if you see things not there yet, you just go, cool, I will continue then. I feel like I'm on the right path. Scripting, visualizing, firming, feeling, and la la land. So I'm excited. Yes, exactly. You got to be up here completely in la la land, like new reality only, okay? Incognito Vixen, thank you so much for donating to the super chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, if you have a problem with the length of time it takes me to get through hundreds of questions to your question, you can donate to the super chat. I'm not saying you have to pay me, but literally there are hundreds of questions and people got here before you. So it's not their fault or mine when your question came through. Incognito Fixin says, Roxy, can you manifest an SP back multiple times? Yes, you certainly can. And honestly, my feeling on the topic is if you're manifesting them back and they don't show up in the way that you want them to, send them on their way and go back to the drawing board and bring them back only in the way that you want to. Because if you're manifesting all of it, if you get every single thing that you want just by locking in on it, then let's lock in on only what we want. And let's not settle for something that's halfway. Let's not settle for someone that ticks like 3/4 of our boxes, but not all of them, especially not ones that might be kind of important. No, if you can manifest a person, you can manifest them over and over, and you can manifest them exactly the way you want them to. So let's get them just that version only and not settle for anything less, okay? And I appreciate you donating to the super chat. Okay. Oh, Lord Almighty. Okay. And then another thing, I'm trying to go through the questions and there's a lot of like crazy stuff in between. So it's hard. Like that's part of the reason why I'm trying to read through them. So like, dang, y'all, give me a break, man. Trying. Yes, Diana, you're here. Where have you been? I got a mod. Yes. Thank you, Diana. Okay. I love you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Roxy, is it possible to manifest health for someone else? My mom is having some serious health issues and it's hard to stay positive. I'm so sorry. And yes, it is. Okay. So what you're going to have to do is like, you're going to have to be in that mind frame and you're going to have to only visualize her healthy, happy, whole. The body is just like young and supple and everything is clean and purging itself and everything is just like, clean, like, I visualize like everything purging and all the bad coming out and good replacing it and everything is healthy, whole and supple. Again, I keep using these words, but like, I had a client that, not to blast anybody's issues, but they had maybe some potential lung cancer. So I'm like, I just keep seeing like pink, supple lungs, like juicy and like functioning, healthy. Just, you want to start fostering ideas of health in your mind. And if you can avoid talking about it as much as possible, you want to give it as little airtime as possible while also visualizing it healing, visualize her body, helping it, give her law of attraction so that she can start visualizing it being healthy and being healed and stuff like that. And all the power that you guys can put into only healthy thoughts. I mean, again, I don't know the outcome. I can't say yes or no, but if anything, you want to start doing that because you don't want to keep adding to the energy of the illness, if that makes sense. Rachel says, just joining the party, team vegan pink shirt. Yes, girl, absolutely. Okay, I'm trying to find questions. Amy, I'm just going to read this because I appreciate what you're saying. You are doing a great job and have the patience of a saint. Thank you. The same tips and methods apply to all situations. Thank you, Amy. Let's say that one more time. All. She said it for me. She put on cats. Thank you. I can't imagine the monotony of questions. Oh, thank you. And I want to help. I really do. But like, yeah, I already am a person that doesn't like repeating myself. So when I have to say the same things over and over, it just drains my energy. And then when people are like criticizing and like how I'm doing it, I'm like, I'm sitting here for 3 hours giving you questions. I'm like, dang, what else? What can I do? You want me to come over and wipe your ass for you? Sorry. My true feelings are coming out. I love you guys, but hey, maybe you're me pushed out. Maybe it's time for me to get off. All right, let's read 3 more questions. Actually, I'm going to read Suzanne's. That's not going to count for the 3rd, but just because she says, most of these questions have the same answer because circumstances do not matter. Thank you, Suzanne. Denise says, third party engaged. I keep affirming it's okay. I write my own story. I don't care, but negative thoughts come more often. Any advice? Tuesday's video is going to be about obsessive thoughts and like trying to get out of that pattern. So I'll have an in-depth version or an in-depth video coming up soon about that. So stay tuned for Tuesday. But you need to be really on top of it, and you need to be a prison warden. You need to be paying attention to all of them. It needs to be a new practice. You're doing a two-part process. Part of it is constantly flipping, being on top of the thoughts, paying attention so that you're not settling on the negative feelings, and also putting this programming into place during your conscious mind lulls, when your mind is checked out, when you're making coffee, when you're working out, when you're doing things where you're normally like checked out. We put this new programming in place so that we're showing our brain what thoughts to choose naturally. KM Cole, excuse me. Thank you so much for donating to the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate you. What do you do when you feel apathetic about what you want to manifest? Example, an SP and feeling bored with techniques or exhausted. You still want it, but tired. Okay, great question. So the techniques are not what manifests. The techniques are like basically you convincing your mind of the reality. It's like you practicing the vibration, or you practicing the mindset of the you that's going to be living out that reality. So take more of a step back. Look more at a 360 approach. What I was just saying about putting in your thoughts, like you want to put them into the subconscious, your new programming, your affirmations, like this is all working out. Everything is this. People like this about me. They treat me this way. This person feels this way. We're doing this together. Our relationship feels like this. We complement each other in these ways. All the time. We put these in. You want to put it into play. This is your new programming. You want to put this into practice. You want to sneak it straight to the subconscious, and also be on top of your thoughts and make sure that you're only thinking about things in the way that you want them to come about. And if you catch yourself not doing that, you redirect it. Damn cat. Yeah. And that'll help you stop feeling so like exhausted by it. And then also putting your focus and practice your power into place in other areas in your life so that you can stop like focusing so much on that, and you'll see things coming about in other places, and it allows you to detach a little bit from it and like not need it so bad. And like, I've already done the work. I know it's coming. I don't need to keep doing the work. It's already on its way. I hope that answers your question. Okay, one more. Better make it good. Okay, I want to answer two. Malia says, what are your thoughts about subliminals and listening to affirmations while you sleep? My honest to God thoughts are that I've never done it, so I know you don't need it. Could it help things go faster? Maybe. Maybe I would be a billionaire already if I did them. I don't know, but all I know is that I don't need them. You don't need them to retrain your brain. If you do the things I was just talking about, putting the programming in during your conscious mind lulls and redirecting all of your thoughts to make sure they're going in the right direction, you will do that. You'll do it yourself. You're gonna already reprogram. You don't need the subliminals to do it, and you don't. So I do my scripting every night before bed, and that's almost like the subliminals thing, because I do it as I'm falling asleep, and then I just fall asleep thinking about how amazing life is, and oh my God, so great. I just fall asleep feeling great, and then I wake up feeling great. So could it work? Probably. I think it does work for people. I've never used it, so that tells me that it's not necessary, but it seems to work for people. Okay, Vivian, last question. How do you actually act in the real world when you have to interact with a person and your manifestation occurs in small drips and drabs? I like it. He reaches out for business things, i.e. mortgage kids. You got to be in la la land. You got to placate. You got to just like let him, like if the person thinks that they're in control in your reality, fine, let them think that. But up here, like, you really know what's going on. So they're going to do what they're doing because this is past manifestation. This is like insecurities and doubts and things bubbling up to the surface or whatever is going on within you. So fine. Okay, whatever. 3D world has nothing to do with what's going on up here. So up here, we're together. Everything is working. We're back together. We're together. Things are working out. We love each other. We're falling more in love with each other every single day. You're falling in love with yourself more and more. I'm falling in love with me more and more. It's making us come together so much better, faster, stronger, more loving, more amazing, more connection. The story up here needs to stay no matter what goes down in your 3D world. Even if you're in face to face with them and they're telling you I never want to see you again, Okay, 3D world, whatever. You're going to see me again. I don't know what you're talking about. We're married, so when you're definitely going to see me again. So I don't know, weird. Again, you can't let the 3D world affect it up here. Again, be the bouncer, be very much in charge of what thoughts are going through your mind. Be on top of them, okay? All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. Suzanne's got a nice quote from Dr. Joe Dispenza. The quantum field responds not to what we want, it responds to who we are being. Great, perfect, exactly. And that's why we only play the outcomes we want to actually experience in our head. Otherwise, you might as well not even bother because you're just going to keep getting more of what you've already got. Okay. Yay, I'm so glad you guys like it. Thanks for letting me yell at you. I appreciate it, and I'm here for you. If you want your questions answered, like earlier and stuff, make sure to get here at noon-ish, heavy on the ish. Usually it's closer to 12:30, but I try to get my act together before that. But every Monday, we have Mindset Monday. Today is on a Sunday because I'm going on vacation tomorrow. But next week, Monday, we'll be back. And if you want your question answered, come early so that it can get in line before hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of questions are in the way. And I'm only one person. I'm going through them one at a time as much as possible. And then when it starts to get crazy, that's when I start picking and choosing. So get here before it starts to get crazy if you want your question answered. That's the best thing I can tell you. Okay. Is that it? Anything else? Anything else profound that we want to read? Suzanne, thank you. I will enjoy my vacation. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. If you'd like to sign up for one-on-one coaching, and so we can discuss your specific issues and limiting beliefs and helping you turn around your manifestation or whatever it is you're going through, you can sign up for one-on-one coaching at roxytalks.com. I've got one-off sessions, monthly packages, and specific person workshop as well, which is a group class. All right. Okay. Love you guys. See you next Monday. And videos will start this week on Tuesday as usual. So there will be nothing tomorrow because I'll be driving to Big Bear. Okay. Happy Sunday. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you next week. Bye.